Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
All right. I'm back. I did stream earlier. Hold on, let me pause it. Or just turn it down. All right, so I did stream earlier, like I said. Then, you know, I only did some, I only played some college football. 26. I didn't do well. This afternoon, unfortunately, but today, well, I should say tonight, I'm just gonna react to some videos. Well, probably not just. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I might game again. We'll see. But as of right now, I'm gonna react to some videos. Snarp uploaded. I can't wait to watch that video. Gotta watch some MBG videos as well, and probably some more videos on YouTube. And also, I bookmarked some tweets on X. Yeah, I got some tweets that I bookmarked, or clips, or whatever you call them. But anyways, let's get started. All right, reactions. Hope y'all had a great Tuesday. Well, probably not great, but just a decent Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesdays isn't the most exciting day, but hey, you know, thank God that we're still alive and well. But anyways, let's check out this new Snarp video, man. All right. LSU fan trolls Alabama. But let's check it out. Apparently he got arrested. Apparently.
We yet to be fucked with. Drop a bag, get him killed in his new feet. All on the
All right, chat, obviously made it out here in Tuscaloosa. It's Curve's first time out here, my fourth.
First time. I was expecting a little bit more chocolate, but you know, the snow bunny's what it is.
Who said chocolate can't be white?
Wait, that's actually a bar right there.
I'm feeling it tonight, bro, I'm not gonna lie.
That is a bar, not gonna lie.
No, last time I wasn't feeling it, I had a great night. This time I'm feeling it. Tonight's the night though, bro. This weekend is going to go great.
Trucking tonight?
Anyways, chat, we're going out. Let's see what we get into. How many wells can I buy at once? What's the most you've ever seen buy? 100 wells. Can't deny a drink.
You ever heard of the Duke Dennis method? It's where you look at a girl in a distance and you're like this. You gotta do that.
Try it with her.
Oh, it works!
I couldn't bring
The Duke Dennis method worked.
shots over here.
Carbo. Chat. We had a lot of fun last night. It's night 2. We're pre-gaming with a keg. We're doing things differently now, you know? No more bullshit cans. And I think this calls for a speech. Gabe, give everyone a speech back tonight, Gabe.
You know, the 13-year-old black girl with the Amber Alert, she got found.
What?
Genuinely think, hey, to that, we need to all get blackout drunk for her. I think it's
He's
right.
not even lying.
said
There's a
blackout
13-year-old girl
drunk for her.
missing. She was found.
She was returned safely to her family.
Hey, I mean that's a good thing, you know? Clap it up, man. She's safe. That's good news.
Calls for a keg
I
stand.
think it calls for a keg stand.
How many seconds should I go for?
I think you should get 30.
13 seconds for the little girl.
Whoa! That doesn't sound right.
You cut that time in half. Thank you. It was 8. No, KJ, that's you. This is how it's gonna go. Whoever goes picks the next person. KJ, you're up.
I'll do it, he do it.
3, 4, 13.
Wait, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not doing 13 seconds.
Oh, so you're a
I can do 30. I'll do 8.
All right, 8. They had a very good view on you last week, and now you look like a
2.
Whoa!
KJ.
Damn, that's not me. He's not putting it in.
You're supposed to.
Whoa! Hey, yo!
7, 8.
All right, chat. I'm not gonna lie. everywhere in Bama. I don't need to be welcome anywhere else. I go where I'm welcome. Best bar at Bama, best bar at Tuscaloosa, Standard. Everyone, I'm popping up the Yelps. Bam, 5-star reviews. Everyone here is cool, whether it's bartenders, owners, workers, everyone's cool. My favorite bar in the country right now. A lot of y'all need to step it up. Shout out Standard, bro. We're having a great night. If you walk in the doors here, they treat you like families. I go where I'm welcome. We're gonna have a great night. Let's see what we get into. I love this guy. Let's go. I love this guy. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide.
Cheers to love, cheers to honor. If you can't come in or come on her.
Hey. Miles, you the GOAT. I'm the troll guy.
You're the troll guy. Oh my God.
Hey.
Funny. I've seen that.
Shout out Miles O'Neal.
It was random. You ran over me right now. I've seen this video.
Wait, where did I put my phone? Oh, okay. There it is. I just want to make sure I have it, just in case.
Those are hilarious.
We're on public sidewalk. We're on public sidewalk.
You're doing disorderly conduct. You're blocking the sidewalk.
Disorderly for what?
You're in Alabama.
Tag me up. Tag me up.
Whoa! Okay, so here's when he gets arrested.
Yeah, disorderly. Yeah.
Disorderly conduct.
We have a video to
Caught
shoot
that.
in 2 hours.
Stop saying free me. I'm out the next day. Hey, fun as hell in there, bro.
First day out.
That's so lit, bro. I become friends with the guy who is in there for pulling a machete on someone and trying to kill him. And then I became friends with everyone. And then the whole time I was just sitting there and I'm like, yo, how can I become the leader of this? Because there was like a leader. I was like, yo, how can I become the leader? I get in here and I'm like, no, please, I don't want to drop the soap. Just like trolling in there. My mugshot is so funny. I went,
Always seen it.
This week, I've teamed up with DraftKings Pick 6. And if you're watching sports this week, this is your time to ride the upside. Here's how it works.
We do not care.
That's
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I slept 1 hour on dirty tiles where dudes are pissing and throwing up. It was lit. I'm free. Thank everyone that's tuning into these videos. We dropped mugshot tees. Go cop them while they're active. They're only up for a week. Never dropping again. Had a beautiful mugshot. My lawyer's probably gonna hate that I'm saying that. I think my favorite moment in jail was this dude started pissing his pants through his pants. All you hear is like water on the floor, and then you see these dudes get up and press the at him. He's like, I'm 16, I'm 16. It was crazy. I'm out here. If I had to compare this film session to something, I'm saying this is like a Jordan flu game. This is me off 1 hour of sleep, low quality sleep. I'm gonna drink an energy drink and see what we can get into. As you guys can tell, I'm back again as a mascot.
Trolling time. Doing this following 1 hour sleep.
This time, things got a little bit more creative. This wasn't planned. Last second little adjustment. You guys know what we're out here to do, so let's see what we get into.
He's free.
I'm free, bro. I got out the next day.
Hey, Lion, can I get a picture with you?
Lion? Oh, tiger.
No.
Close enough.
Alabama education.
Hey, I just saw you at Auburn. Sidekick, bro. Stop causing trouble.
I'm not causing trouble.
Stop causing
It's
trouble.
your Alabama fans.
Is he causing a problem? He is causing a problem.
What the
He's causing a little traffic jam.
Yeah, what the
We're trying to walk through.
Yeah, what is he wearing?
Get out of the way.
What are you wearing?
You're not special, dude.
You're not special. You look special. I'm not gonna lie.
Roll Tide! Roll Tide! Oh, it's a furry.
Suck it. Hey, suck it. Suck it, little bro. Suck it. Yo, suck that tiger, bitch. Suck it. Suck it.
Screw you guys!
Roll Tide!
Chief beef, chief beef. Oh my God, chief beef, chief beef, chief beef. I love you, chief beef.
Said Chief Beef.
Bro, where's your coach?
My coach? That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. Where's your coach? The good one.
You got arrested last year.
Whoa.
Wait, come say it. Wait, come back. Say it. Say it. What am I? What am I? What am I? What am I?
Oh, now he doesn't want to say it.
Again. What am I? What am I? What am I? 4K. You're lucky there's kids around or I'd cuss you out.
Bro, how's your boy humping the ground, dude?
Oh, I know you. Yeah. Let me guess. You're like the super frat, huh? Yeah. What are you gonna do, Kyle? Yeah. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. This is what I'm gonna do to Bama. This is what I'm gonna do to Bama. You guys suck and swallow.
Dude, that's hard as actually. You got me. Yeah. Got your back.
What's your tail? What is it?
It's my tiger. Get on your knees and suck it. Get on your knees and
it like the good little boy you are.
Bro, is this guy serious? Is this guy serious?
I'm dead. Does it look like I'm kidding?
Dude, give me your cap, bro.
Bro, you don't even really got hair.
Dude, I don't. I buzzed it, bro. Let's go.
Bro, that hairline crazy, dog. You gotta get that fixed, bro.
I know. I'm trying.
Hairline's crazy, bro. Diabolical. Your barber you up.
Back out that way.
Sarah, help me out.
And stay out that way.
We met on Hinge?
Met on Hinge.
Tinder? Okay, so that 45 seconds meant nothing to you, huh? That 45
Yo,
seconds meant nothing to you, I see.
whoa. Said what? 45 seconds.
Cops will come and take you to jail if you don't get on the side.
But what did I do? I didn't do anything. I just want to go in there and see white women. Please. I just want to go.
Excuse me, does your team have this? Where's yours at? In the back? Yeah, you like it in the back, don't you? You like it in the back, don't you? Unk's wildin'.
Get out you can, big man.
Whoa.
It's gonna be a long night for you, dog.
Shut up and suck that tiger. Oh. Yo, bro, wait, hold up. What kind of haircut is that?
It's a fade, bro.
A fade? Okay, it looks good.
Fling that shit on him.
Ah, that's you. Oh. Bro, it's hard having a giant tail. Nah, enjoy the game. I can't say it, bro. I can't say it.
Can I get a photo real quick?
Hey, don't say it in front of your parents. He needs grounded from Fortnite. I'm free. Oh, I made it out. Whoa, bro, whoa. That's all.
What's his problem? Why is he pushing him?
Bro, what the heck?
Arrested. What happened?
Yeah, they freed me, bro. Disorderly conduct.
Go back to jail,
Bro.
Go to jail, buddy.
What was the other word you said? What was it?
Yeah.
4K.
$500 bond.
Bro, you wouldn't last in jail. You probably don't even got $500 to your name. Let alone, I was out the same day, bro.
Let's go.
Bro, you would not last a second in jail.
Make your TikTok clip right now. Make it.
Bro, you're getting it for me, bro. You're making my job easy. You're making my job easy. There's a trash can right there.
I'll
pick it up and throw it away.
I'll pick it up.
Pick it up and throw it away, bro.
All right, buddy. Put it on your.
Pick it up, throw it away. Trash can right there. Trash can right
This
there.
guy's hella cool. Hey, get your content. Let's go, man. You guys are at a football game. Exactly. Get together. Get together.
Oh, I don't swing that way. Good boy. Good boy. You're such a good boy. You're lucky I don't want to go back to jail. You're lucky I don't want to go back to jail.
He got the last rage bender. Oh my God.
Last rage bender?
Last rage bender.
I kind of like that. Bro, the only thing that you should be up is a gym, bro. Real bro. Gym, bro. Hey, watch out. Watch out. Double wide coming through. Watch out. Double wide coming through.
I don't care how hot you are. You guys are gonna lose tonight.
We're not.
Yes, you
Y'all
are.
don't even have a coach. Y'all don't even have like a president
And Curve talking to the mothers.
of your university.
I'm single.
I mean, should we?
I mean, I think you should. You have a Facebook? Screw you, Bama fans! You guys suck! Ah, no, f you! No, f you! No, f you! What's up, brother? Oh my gosh, Clark Kent looking like mother. Look at you! Hey, where's the Superman suit, bro? No, Hey, there's kids around. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You got a lisp. As a grown man, you got a lisp.
Hey, and you look. I don't have a list.
You look stupid-ish.
Oh, as a grown man, you're stupid. Fuck you. You.
He sounds like Mike Tyson. He sounds like Mike Tyson.
LSU.
What the f you
LSU.
nutsack head looking mother? Where'd you come from? He look like a mother.
Hey, hold on a second. I gotta make a text. All right.
Monkey! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You read my mind.
Hey, yeah, look who's talking. You got a butt chin. You got a butt chin. He has a BBL on his chin.
A BBL on his chin.
Free, bro. I'm free. Look at this loser. Look at this loser.
Wait, hang on. All right.
Go Tigers. Hide behind your boys, buddy. Hide behind your boys. Hide behind them. Hide behind them. Hide behind them.
Hey, I don't want you. I wasn't asking for you. You got to be at least this tall to talk, buddy. At least this tall. Yeah, get out of here, bite size.
Hey, where's your coach? Where's your coach?
Where's your dad? Fatherless activities
Where's
right
your
here.
dad?
All right, does your dad let you dress out like this?
Hell yeah.
Bro, be careful going over there. People kept thinking I was you, and then they jumped me because they thought I was you.
No way. He got jumped?
Bro, be careful going over there. People kept.
Hey, I mean, his face looks clean, so at least he didn't take a lot of damage.
Thinking I was you, and then they jumped me because they thought I was you.
Give it back, 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 give it back.
Hey, don't do that to Snark.
Give it back.
Don't do that to Snark ever again.
Dude's just stealing hats, man. I don't get it. Why are you stealing hats? Or mask? Like, why are you stealing his mask?
Give it back. Oh,
You know what's going to happen. If y'all end up getting into a fight, everybody's going to jail for disorderly conduct, and I don't want that to happen. Because I know y'all are just out here shooting content, and that's fine. And we want to protect y'all doing
I don't want to go back to jail.
I know, and that's why I'm just talking to y'all now.
This isn't a flex, but I do have 12 hours done in Tuscaloosa County Jail.
I don't want that to happen again. We don't.
And all 12 hours were last night. I'm what? Wait, a what? Say it. That was funny as bro. I don't have to because you're over here clowning yourself, bro.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing? I can't tell whether you're 24 or 45.
I'm 19, actually.
That's even worse.
What's he doing? What is going on?
Get off of him.
Just like you like Golden Corral, fat mother.
In jail. We'll go out tonight for real shit.
At least I don't have diabetes.
I don't have diabetes. Check me for insulin.
Type 1 or type 2.
That sucks. You're a
Hey,
Snark, you want a cigarette?
you.
no, who the ass? Look at that.
Snark is lit.
Ever since I went to jail, I started smoking darts.
You made it out.
I'm free, bro. I'm free, bro. Siblings are dating.
You kind of suck too, which is
Siblings
fine,
are dating.
But siblings was cool.
This is my younger
I though, but jail's cool. Made it
Do you
out.
want a brother-in-law?
It depends. Show me the check. Well, how much money is you two making?
I am. Sorry, I'm on break right now. Sorry. Nice to meet you. I'm like the mascot, the official mascot. It's the Hawk Tua girl.
She kind of looks like the Hawk Tua girl.
Wait, do you know this guy?
No, I'm not the Hawk.
Let's get a spit on that thing. Go, do it. Do the thing. Do that.
No, I'm not her.
You are definitely her. Siblings are dating.
Dating.
SEC power couple.
You look like an employed version of me.
SEC power couple.
No, you look like if I had a dad, that's what I would look like.
You look like you just got out of prison, bro.
Give me a
Your
hug.
hairline's like. Oh, shit, go ahead, go.
Whoa, what's going on?
Wait, where are you taking me?
I don't know.
What is this Diddy stuff, man? What is this?
Yeah, you're just going in circle.
Just let it happen.
Weren't you arrested last night?
Holy shit, I went to jail. Have you ever been?
I don't know. Does it look like it? No.
Don't go to jail because they people like you in jail.
Good, yeah.
You probably would like it. Now he's gonna go get arrested.
This motherfucker thinks he's scary or some shit. He's like trying to act like, oh yeah, we're so tough.
I am so tough.
We're right here.
We're
It's all a gimmick for these motherfuckers.
I'm not doing nothing.
Are you sucking or are you hating?
This is
That's funny.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Y'all are weird. Man, shut up and drink your Bud Light.
What are you talking about?
Drink your Bud Light.
All right, at least shut the fuck up.
Just drink your Bud Light. Drink it.
Dude, all right, if you don't like black people, don't shake hands.
Good boy.
What are you talking about? Drink my Bud Light.
Bro, you got rabies or something? You got like spit flying out your mouth, and bro. It's like bubbling out the sides.
Are you a you get home? Because it certainly sounds like
I am what I eat.
it sounds like you're a
I know I am what I eat. It's better than being a kid.
you're a
I am what I eat. I already explained this to you. I know the Alabama education is not that good, but I am what I eat.
yeah. Cool.
That's your response? Yeah. Cool.
What the f are you
Just
saying?
shut up and drink your Bud Light.
Is that all you have? Where's your glasses at?
So you watch. You a fan.
I am.
You
Yeah,
a fan. You a fan.
No, you're
a fan. I'm a what?
Yeah, this dude's a fan.
I'm a what?
Go to jail again.
Is that like an insult? I got street cred.
You snarp.
And now you're.
And you know my name. And you know my
I
name.
do know your name.
Exactly. You
that a
are
bad
a
thing?
fan.
Really?
You're a fan. Knew the glasses, knew my name, knew I went to jail. That makes you a fan. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Ooh.
Bro, you glizzy eater.
And how about you take another one? Fuck the bitch.
You're a glizzy eater. We can't do nothing to you, but you can throw stuff at our
They're
friends.
throwing it at me. They're throwing it at me. They're throwing it at me. They're putting it.
You didn't throw shit.
Yeah, look, they're throwing.
Touch me.
Yeah.
Get canceled.
Oh,
Get
now you want to
canceled.
touch?
Get canceled.
I won't get
Get
canceled.
canceled.
I won't get
Get
canceled.
canceled.
You can't cancel me because I don't give a.
Camera. Where's my camera?
That doesn't do anything with canceling. That's all you say. You just make noises, bro. Talk about. Oh, guess what? You didn't take anything off of me, dumb. You gotta be corny to pull down another man's pants, bro. Real. Like I said, it's a Jordan flu game in this. Straight out the jail. The whole world knows I went to jail. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hopefully I never go back. The cops out here suck. If you're ever in Tuscaloosa, do not f the cops. It's not worth it. Game just started. Not enough 1 hour sleep. See you guys once the game's over.
Can I please put it on?
Why would you want to put on another man's mask?
You make it sound gay. It's not that gay.
I only let pretty girls put this on.
Shut the f up. It's not that gay.
Bro, why would you want me to shut up, bro?
If I put it on, it's not that bad.
Yes. Are you a pretty girl?
I could be. If I want, can I put it on?
So you're a girl?
Yeah, pretty.
Well, I don't
pretty
find you attractive, so I would say you're a not pretty girl.
I mean, what the f, man? That's gay as f. You gay as f.
You're the one that's. Whoa! Did you just say the N-word?
I did.
Curve! This guy just said the N-word.
What?
It's crazy.
Man, he just, I don't know, like his whole, how do I say this? His whole vibe or aura, whatever. It's like, yeah, you know that he smokes. You know that he smokes. Like, obviously, like his whole personality, just a chill and just a chill dude, and you can barely understand what he's saying. That's how you know he smokes.
I was thinking you would be a little different. What did you say?
I said that's gay as f.
Whoa! Wow. Whoa! You don't have the right to say that, Jack. You actually don't.
Damn it!
Say it louder. I bet you won't say it
Hey,
louder.
I mean, at least he said it to their faces. You know, at least he wasn't being a coward about it.
Hey, my African American! This white piece of trash just said the N-word just now.
Come say it to me. Come say it to me.
I bet you won't say it in front of his face.
Oh, now you about to get jumped.
Hold on, I bet you won't say it to his face. I bet you won't say it in front of his face. This guy just said the N-word out loud.
Yes, he did.
Say the N-word again around these black people. Say it, say it, say it. On Jesus Christ, he just said the N-word twice.
Are we the same?
Yeah, lecture him.
Lecture me.
Are we the same? Are we the same right here? Is your skin tone the same as mine?
Close. I'm close.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Get the f out of here.
This is wearing open-toed sandals. I don't consider this a threat at all.
I saw you change your hair because everyone's making fun of it. Got your do-rag off, buddy.
If I saw you, I'm buying the mugshot shirt right in front of you.
Nah, real.
I'm buying it in front of you.
Nah.
On video, I will buy it right in front of you. Where do I buy it at?
Snarp that store. Snarp t-shirt. Hey. Wait, why? Wait. Calm down, princess.
snort. Free snort.
Good shit, bro. What's your name, bro?
Brady.
Hey, bro.
My address. That's coming to my house. You know what Kirk said? You snort.
And taking his hat again. Why? Why? I don't get it. Why do they love taking other people's hat? Or why do they love taking Snarp's hat? Or mask or whatever.
Hey, Halloween was 2 months ago, bro. Halloween was 2 months ago, bro. Halloween was 2 months ago. First try work.
Now this, wait, hold on. Yeah, now this looks like an album cover right here. Just everybody just flipping Snarp off, and Snarp just standing there in his LSU mascot costume. Like, this looks like an album cover right here.
First try work. Where do you work? Let me come work with you. Where do you work? You work at
Taco Bell, and you tell another dude who has a YouTube channel with over 100,000 subscribers to get a job. I don't understand people. I don't understand why people say something like that. I know that they're trying to troll, but still, why say stuff like that? That's stupid. And also, like, you're not making as much money as him, so why tell him to get a job? That doesn't make any sense.
Bell, get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. Who? What's my name?
Shaq.
Shaq.
Bro, what? You're drunk as hell, bro. Take your drunk home. Chill it. Pipe down, bro. Pipe down, bro.
Come on, bro.
Don't need to touch me, bro.
YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks.
Hey, have fun in class Monday. Bro, why are you over there whispering some bullshit, bro? You need to take your ass home. Take your drunk ass home, bro. Take your drunk home, bro. How is that a insult? I'm harder than you, bro. We get it. They boys like you in jail. You wouldn't last, bro. I think my work here is done. This concludes tonight's video, this week's video. How is that a insult? I'm harder than you, bro. We get it. They boys like you in jail. You wouldn't last, bro.
Yeah, he definitely, like, bro. Let's see his face again.
I'm harder than you, bro. We get it. They boys like you in jail. You wouldn't last, bro.
Yeah, bro definitely wouldn't survive in jail. They would definitely take something from him, if you know what I mean.
I think my work here is done. This concludes tonight's video, this week's video, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, stop saying free me. I'm out the same day. Now I have a court case to go to. You know, it is what it is. In jail, I learned a lot. I met a lot of cool people. At the end of the day, I want to thank Scotty, Tyler, Curb, Caleb, Manager Jay. Thank everyone. And each and every one of you, if you made it this far in the video, comment environmental, because we are near the Human Environmental Sciences building. But at the end of the day, none of this is possible without God. I'll see y'all next time.
Man, Snart, man. One of the best in the game. All right.
When this fight was announced,
all right, let's move on to MMA. Islam Makhachev is massive. How will this change the Jack Della Maddalena fight? All right, let's go.
When this fight was announced, there was much discussion about whether Islam was going to be too small to move up to welterweight to fight Jack Della Maddalena. And guys, I think he's going to be all right. He has discovered the
Islam looking swole. He's looking swole.
The wondrous effects of creatine. Of course, only the Russian brand. For the first time in his life, he said he's been taking creatine and...
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, Islam is looking swole.
Can you imagine if you start taking like amino acids or whey protein, a multivitamin? Bro would be hitting heavyweight soon. Creatine Islam Makhachev is a new mythical fighter unlocked, and I am terrified for Jack Della Maddalena. I mean, it was absurd how strong he was at lightweight. His submission grip was like impossible to break through. I can only imagine now with creatine that he is going to, I don't know, snap JDM in half with a bear hug or something. Like, this is going to be quite interesting. All jokes aside, this is of course going to have a positive effect for Islam that, you know, he's going to be physically stronger, he's going to be bigger. He weighs 191 pounds, which was confirmed by his coach Javier Mendez. And he said that Islam used to weigh 180 pounds walking into training camp.
As a coach, are you happy to see him be able to be a little bit healthier as well? Like, I imagine towards the end of that lightweight run, he's such a professional, he's always going to be making the weight, but he was always quite a big lightweight, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, you know, he was basically, he'd walk into training camp around 179, 180, you know, and this camp here, he came in about 190, 191, you know. So
190, 191. That is, yeah, obviously he put on some weight. So he said he used to walk around at 179 and now he's 191. Yeah, he's not going back to lightweight anytime soon.
You got to remember, you know, there's a big difference between 155 and 170. That's a 15-pound difference. So he has 5 pounds less to lose on this one than the last one. So, you know, that could very well be why he's stronger, you know, this camp, because he didn't have as much to lose, you know. But still, I think, you know, for a 170, I think he's not a bad 170 to be walking around 190, you know. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
So that's an 11-pound weight gain, which is pretty significant for a fighter. And now he weighs the exact same as JDM, who says he walks around at 191 and says that, you know, he doesn't really cut much weight for this weight class. They are essentially the same size fighter. So this is roughly a size comparison between how he looked at lightweight to now. And of course, he's going to go through the weight cut and he's probably going to be lighter in the octagon than now. And this is roughly how Islam's going to look compared to JDM. And of course, Islam's going to probably be slightly lighter than he is now. I would guess he would walk into the octagon at like the high 180s, similar to JDM, who weighed 189 pounds in the octagon against Pete Rodriguez. So I imagine Islam is going to be somewhat similar. JDM looks to be much wider, whereas Islam looks bulkier. But their builds aren't too different, honestly. They have a similar body composition. But there is a very important distinction, regardless of them being the same size, and that is JDM spending most of his career fighting, not only sparring, but fighting actual welterweights. But as we know, Islam's strength exceeded most other lightweights, so I think the transition to welterweight, just naturally, without the weight gain, would match him up pretty well with those guys strength-wise. I mean, he was so strong at lightweight that apparently he sparred with a UFC middleweight and destroyed him. I mean, you shouldn't be destroying your sparring partners, but that is what Punahele Soriano said about his training with Islam Makhachev. He said during COVID, when he was a middleweight and Islam was a lightweight, that he decided to train after being on a hiatus due to COVID, and just got beat up the entire time. And Soriano has since moved down to welterweight, and he is absolutely enormous for the weight class. But this is what he said when he trained with him before.
One time when I was still fighting at middleweight, I think it was during COVID, like, no excuses. I haven't been training for, like, you know, gyms are closed, whatever. And Ali texted me, he's like, hey, you want to work out today? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll work out. I haven't been able to do it. I go and it's just like me, Islam, and then this is still like 55 Islam, and I'm still middleweight Puna, and he just beat the piss out of me for like the whole training. So I think he's going to do great.
But now that he's bigger and gained 10 pounds, I think Islam's going to have a big strength advantage in this one. The takedown's going to be more difficult to stop, and his submissions, I mean, up to this point, only Volk has survived the grappling against a prime Islam, who conveniently is working with JDM to fight him. And, you know, for a guy who's fought him twice before, he has Craig Jones in his corner who has prepared Volk to fight him twice. He has all the knowledge and secondhand experience to try to figure out the puzzle that is Islam Makhachev. And I still think, even with the weight gain, that JDM is the most difficult fight in Islam's career. Now, if Islam disproves that and just runs through JDM, I mean, he might be the best fighter we've ever seen. Because JDM is an opponent that even Khabib is somewhat concerned about. More concerned about him than...
He said, I think Jack is the toughest opponent of Islam's career. If I had if I were preparing Islam for either Ilya or Jack, I would be more concerned, and I am more concerned about Jack.
Anybody else Islam has ever fought. He named JDM as the most difficult fight in Islam's entire career, even moving forward. That's some high praise from Khabib, that Islam is never going to fight someone as difficult as JDM. Now, that doesn't mean like he's better than every other fighter, but it might just be a stylistic dynamic that JDM just presents different problems that others don't. And perhaps working with Volk and Craig Jones makes the tactical battle more strenuous for Islam's camp, because they know that they're going up against guys who have already competed against him. The other thing that could go very well for Islam is that, you know, perhaps he has a better chin. At lightweight, Islam wasn't like the most durable fighter or anything, but at welterweight with a lesser weight cut, his durability should improve in general. But he is going up against guys who are also bigger and hit harder, so it could level things out. Like, I think JDM hits harder than anybody Islam has fought so far. Like, the biggest punchers would be Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, and like Drew Dober. Yeah, none of them are hitting harder than JDM. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Islam could take the shots at welterweight better than he could at lightweight. At lightweight, he got hurt by Volk in the first fight. He got knocked out by lightweight Pantoja, Adriano Martins. He took some big shots from Dustin, but withstood those very well. Yeah, I would say in his prime that Volk probably hurt him the most. And Volk does not hit anywhere near as hard as JDM. I'd imagine his durability gets better, but it's to be seen. So those are the benefits of the weight gain, but the detriments could be a potential reduction in speed. Perhaps he's slower to throw punches, shoot takedowns, transition on the ground, and perhaps JDM is just comparably fast enough to scramble out of those positions. I'm not too sure about that one, but it is possible. The more probable detriment is potentially a deficient cardio for the weight class. He is going to have to be ready for 5 rounds. Cannot underestimate someone like JDM. If Islam does not have 5-round cardio, and he doesn't finish JDM early, those championship rounds are going to be rough for Islam, because JDM does not let up when he has the opponent hurt. He has some of the best killer instinct out of any current fighter in the UFC. You can see it in all of his fights. As soon as the opponent is wilting even slightly, those moments seem to always give JDM a sudden burst of energy to just pressure the opponent, string together combinations, and just attempt to finish the fight. Even in the 5th round like he did against Bilal. If he ever hurts Islam, he is going to go for the kill. And if Islam does not have the cardio to withstand that, JDM might finish him devastatingly. But I think he's going to be okay. I think Islam has a very good training camp behind him. I don't think he would bulk up that much if it would have any sort of adverse effect. Islam's a smart fighter. They have a very big camp behind him. And I don't think Islam's coaches would allow him to get excessively big for the weight class. But we shall see. Islam's grip strength is something to behold. I mean, did you guys ever see him do that one exercise that Triple G does with the kettlebell? 20 kilograms for Islam is pretty ridiculous. Like, do you know how tough that is to do? Or at least it looks like 20 kilograms? KG right there at the bottom, yeah. I think that was him at lightweight. Did you guys ever see him do the semi-sumo deadlift with an overhand grip lifting 485 pounds? Which is pretty strong, especially for a fighter who weighs at 180 pounds. So Islam is most likely dedicating more of his time to weight training than usual, and let's see what JDM has been doing for his training. Dan Miragliotta must be refereeing his fight. The man is training for a street fight. Now, I do think soccer kicks should be allowed. Soccer kicks.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would make even MMA even more entertaining if soccer kicks were allowed. But I kind of get why soccer kicks is banned, but man, that would be awesome if they unbanned soccer kicks.
Knees. Stomps are tricky with the fence there, but hey, JDM has the vision. And JDM believes that if he gets taken down, that he's going to have to be quick to fight Islam at each transition. He believes that a lot of fighters are just willing to rest once they get taken down, and that allows Islam to move on to the next transition. He believes that you have to fight him at every move, and that's why he's going to bring differently for this one, because although JDM is not a grappler, he is pretty impressive with his scrambles. I mean, he even threw Burns off of him with a broken arm and then proceeded to knock him out immediately afterward. It's his strongest skill in the grappling. So I can't wait, man. It's the best fight of the year in my opinion. A true super fight where JDM is going to be defending his title for the first time against one of the best fighters we've ever seen, the champion who vacated his title for a permanent move to the welterweight division in Islam.
Dude, what a first title defense for JDM, man. A super fight. Like, I'm so excited for this fight, man. And to be honest, I am leaning towards Islam to become a 2-division champion. It's because you know, if you've seen Islam, clips of Islam, you know, he is kind of swole now, but I know strength isn't everything, you know, in MMA, but still, like Islam, he looks like an actual welterweight now, and I think I think his wrestling will help Islam win the fight. And also Islam, he's got that you know, like how Lucas Tracy always says in his YouTube videos, that lighter man skill. He has that lighter man skill. I gotta go with Islam, but I am not counting out JDM. I think JDM can win this fight. He has phenomenal boxing for MMA, phenomenal boxing, and if it goes if it goes to the distance, then excuse me, sorry. If it goes to the distance, I could, like, JDM has more of a chance. If it goes to the later rounds, that's what I meant to say, the later rounds. But yeah, I got to go with Islam here. But can't wait to see that fight. I can't wait. All right. It's 8:28. All right, man. Let's react to. Yeah, let's move back to college football. Okay. No, let's watch this first. All right, man. We need to talk about College Game Day. Let's check it out.
Man, oh man. Before we get into the college football stuff, I got to throw this out there. In northern Alabama, it is currently, as when I'm filming this video, around 8, 9 a.m. Central Time, snowing. Let me say that again. It is snowing in the southeast. Not to sound too corny when I say this, but it went from 100 to 0 real quick. It was 70 degrees for about a week or two straight, and here we are. We're in the 30s.
Yeah, it's getting cold now. It is here in South Carolina. It's getting cold.
And guess what? I love it. I love the cold weather, but I know a lot of people you don't, so I hope you're staying warm out there. That is completely besides the point. What we got to talk about, what we got to lock in and get down to business on in today's video is College Game Day. We're not doing no intro, none of that. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste here. We're getting straight into this. I wound up tweeting this out late last night. So like many others out there, I was curious. I was like, I wonder where Game Day is going to go. And I kind of figured they would do something like this, but it doesn't mean I like it, and it doesn't mean that it's right, at least my humble opinion. So they wound up tweeting out, as you can see right here, College Game Day is heading to Pittsburgh, and Pat is heading home. They continue along saying it's their first time in the Steel City in 20 years, yada, yada, yada. But as you can see right here, they're going to the Notre Dame and Pitt game. Yeah, that's interesting. Really interesting. I wound up quote tweeting it, and it's currently one of the most controversial things going on in the college football Twitter world, at least. Texas versus Georgia, Oklahoma versus Alabama, and they choose this game, LOL. Embarrassing. And I meant that, and I still mean it. There's so many comments under that, but I tweeted right after that one and said this, because I wanted to explain myself, and before you run to the comment section, Timothy and Bobby, I want you to hear me out. I understand College Game Day doesn't want to go to the same places, but I feel like it's disrespecting the fans by not going to the game of the week, even if you have already been to that school. I don't care if they went to Bama versus OU, which is Oklahoma, or Texas versus Georgia, but it clearly should have been one of those. Notre Dame versus Pitt is laughable. Before we go any farther, I need to give you some context and perspective. I think McAfee, Nick Saban, all those guys up there, they've been doing a great job with Game Day the past couple of years and whatnot, but I don't watch it. I don't know if it's a coincidence. Maybe it is, but I stopped watching it when I was getting older, and ironically enough, when I was starting up our college football channel, show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I've said this before on the channel. I don't watch anybody else in the media that may be your favorite, whether it's a content creator or somebody that works for ESPN, talk about college football. Why is that? Because the last thing I want to do when I get done talking about college football for 10 to 12 hours a day, editing the videos and whatnot, is watch somebody else do it. Does that make sense? For example, if you work at, let's just say you're a plumber and you're working 12 hours a day. Well, when you go home, do you want to watch videos of people talking about plumbing? No, it's the same thing.
Probably
with me.
not.
I love college football, but I don't want to watch other people talk about it. Therefore, I slowly but surely stopped watching Game Day. And maybe another reason why I haven't watched Game Day, not just the past couple of years, but really the past 7, 8, 9, 10 years, is because I've gotten older. When I was younger, it was cool. I mean, I'm talking about, I look forward to Game Day just as much, if not more, than the games themselves. I remember spending the night at my buddies' houses in the early 2000s. It'd be 1 or 2 a.m. I was like, oh, guys, I gotta go to bed because I gotta get up for Game Day in the morning. They're like, what? You care about it that much? I was like, yeah, I do. I want to see what Corso says, you know, back when he was in his prime, or at least a little bit younger and whatnot. Game Day was one of my favorite shows of all time when I was growing up, and maybe it is because I was a kid. I remember their theme song. It was that country song. Who sang
Coming
it? Where
to
they're
your
like,
city.
yeah, we're coming.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
To your city. You know, that song. Gosh, man, brings back great memories. Who sang that song? Wasn't it Big and Rich? And, oh, man, don't even get me started on this. They made their own separate College Game Day version of it. That was peak times. But anyways, getting back on track here. I know I'm rambling and whatnot. Don't watch College Game Day anymore. I may have it on in the background, but you know what I mean. I'm not sitting there for 2 or 3 hours and watching it, not doing anything else. So I now know what Timothy and Bobby are sitting there saying. Well, okay, Matt, I get the point. Then why are you upset about this? And it's not even like I'm upset. It's more so of I don't feel like it's right. That's why I said in this tweet, I feel like it's disrespecting the fans by not going to the game of the week. I have to reiterate this because there's still people tweeting at me constantly that don't understand my point with this. I get it. I said it in the first sentence. I understand College Game Day doesn't want to go to the same places every single week. I get that. But here's my problem with it. It's the same thing with the MVP trophy in the NBA. There was no reason, and I am not a LeBron fan by any stretch of imagination. Some people would call me a LeBron hater. That's fine, but I recognize greatness. There's no reason for 10 to 15 years straight LeBron James shouldn't have won the MVP trophy. But why they stopped giving it to him? Because they got LeBron fatigue. Same thing here at College Game Day. They're getting SEC fatigue or top 10 team fatigue, whatever you want to call it. But
yeah, that's what it is. SEC fatigue. That a lot of people have SEC fatigue. But look, dude, it's reality, man. SEC, they've been dominating for years. For years. I get it. I get why people have SEC fatigue, but they SEC have a lot of ranked teams. And it is what it is. And the best games are in the SEC. Whether you like it or not.
I know people were just going to say SEC fatigue. And that's fine. If you're tired of going to the SEC games and you want to go to a different game, do so. But don't call it the College Game Day Game of the Week. And the same thing with the MVP trophy. I don't care if you're tired of giving it to LeBron James. It should go to, and this is just an example, the best player every single year. In this analogy, the College Game Day Game of the Week should be going to, or it should be the best game of the week every single week.
Facts. It doesn't matter if it's the same location. The best, it should go to the best game of the week. Best game of the week. Yeah, and I understand why people would be tired of the College Game Day crew going to the same location, same SEC schools, but the best games are typically in the SEC.
That means you got to go to an Ohio State game 7 times a year, then by golly, you do it. I don't care. If that means you got to go to a Georgia, a Bama, an LSU game, an Oklahoma, Texas, USC game 7 times a year, you do it. But it takes away from the atmosphere and the whole, I guess you'd say, aura of game day when you choose Notre Dame and Pitt over Texas and Georgia and Oklahoma and Alabama. I mean, come on now. What are we doing? It just doesn't sit right with me knowing they're going to be at this game when it's not even in discussion for the game of the week. There were clearly 2 better games. And it didn't used to be this way. Growing up, I remember game day went to the game of the week every single week. There was one year, I can't remember it, no lie, they went to 6 Alabama games. Not 6 times to Tuscaloosa, but 6 Bama games. And I think 4 of those were on the road. How did that happen, you may ask? Great question, my friend. I'd love to answer it. Because the SEC had a bunch of ranked teams, and they were always hosting Alabama, and Alabama was always the #1 team. So if you're ranked inside the top 15, right there, That's a great game to go to. It's a top 15 matchup. It was crazy. I don't know if we'll ever see that happen again. Game day going to a Bama game 6 times in one season. But nobody argued with it and nobody's upset about it. Why? Because it was the game of the week. And everybody thinks it's a Bama thing. Everybody's like, oh, well, Matt's a Bama fan. He's just upset. Game day's got it ain't got nothing to do with it. It just so happens that Alabama is the best college football program of all time, and I'm an Alabama fan. I don't shy away from that. I'm using Bama.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even an Alabama fan. And I mean, I do like Alabama, but I'm a South Carolina fan first. I am a South Carolina fan. I do like Alabama, and some other SEC teams. I like to root for SEC teams, SEC teams when they go against other teams in a different conference. But I am a South Carolina fan, and Alabama is the best college football program ever. It's the best. Gotta be honest.
As an example, it just so happens that Bama and Oklahoma happens to be one of the best games this week. And I'm not trying to convince y'all of anything because I already know. Trust me, I know. I'm not going to convince any of these people or change anybody's mind that just goes, oh, well, Matt's just an SEC homer and he's just upset that they're not going to a Bama game, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. You know how it goes. I'm not trying to convince them. I'm just trying to tell you what I mean when I say this or when I tweeted this out last night. Let me throw this out there before I forget. I'm happy for Pitt because there's some people saying, oh, Matt, you're just hating on Pitt. You don't want these fans and the students at Pittsburgh to have a great... No, I'm happy for them. Hey, I'll clap it up to you. I hope you have a good time there. That's exciting for your school. I hope you have a great time, and I already know it's going to be a heck of an environment. Enjoy your time there. It's good for them. But I'm going to go back to this. It's the same thing when somebody outside of LeBron James in his prime won the MVP. It's like, hey, good for you, but you ain't the best player in the league. It's LeBron. Same thing with Jordan. I can't remember how many MVPs he had, but he should have more. He should have won it every single year in his prime. But people get fatigued. It is what it is. And here's the thing. Everybody crying and saying, no, Matt, you're just mad. I'm not mad. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Who's going to have more viewers? I'm asking you a question. Who's going to have more viewers?
Texas and Georgia
versus Notre Dame or Georgia versus Texas? Answer
Texas and Georgia. It is obviously going to have more viewers. Like it's the truth.
Question. You know who it is. I'm not even going to say it. I'll ask you another one. Who's going to have more viewers? Pitt versus Notre Dame or Alabama versus Oklahoma?
Bama versus Oklahoma.
Yes, that's right. I'm talking this video. You care more about the Alabama-Oklahoma game, the Texas and Georgia game, more than this one, whether you want to admit it or not. You don't care about the Notre Dame and Pitt game. You don't. Unless you're a Notre Dame or Pitt fan. But everybody cares about Texas. Everybody cares about Georgia. Everybody cares about Alabama. Everybody cares about Oklahoma. Why? Because you love to see them lose. You're a hate watcher. And guess what drives in all the views? Why do you think Alabama is the most viewed football team in college football this year? I can assure you it's not because of their fans. It's because everybody rooting for them to lose. Here's the last thing I'll say, too. It's going to ruffle some feathers, but it is what it is. Pittsburgh is irrelevant. They're not going to win a championship this year. They're not going to compete for a championship, and they're never going to win a championship from this point on. Notre Dame, they are a good football team, but they're not going to win a championship this year either. The other 4 teams in the 2 best games this week, they have a chance. They have a shot. If you want to say, well, Matt, I'm not sold on Texas, I'll give you that one. And if you want to say the same thing for Oklahoma, that's fine too. But we know Alabama and Georgia, they can. Is this a big deal? Absolutely not. This is the most first world problems of first world problems. I'm crying and complaining about where game day is going at in this upcoming weekend. It's not a big deal. But I have noticed, and I hope some of you out there as well have noticed, that game day has changed. They used to always go to the best game, but not anymore. Let me know your thoughts down below. But
look, I understand that college game day, they want to do something different. They want to go to different schools, which is totally understandable. But I think that college game day, they should go to the best game, go to the best schools. Well, excuse me, go to the schools where it's the game of the week, like the actual game of the week. Notre Dame versus Pittsburgh isn't the best game of the week. It's not. Let's be honest. And for people who disagree with my opinion and says college game day should be at Notre Dame and Pittsburgh. What do you really care about more? Notre Dame versus Pittsburgh, or Texas versus Georgia. You know you care more about Texas versus Georgia, and you know it. You have SEC fatigue. That's why you would rather see Notre Dame and Pittsburgh. And I'm not talking about the Notre Dame fans and the Pittsburgh fans. Obviously, they're going to watch that game. But honestly, you care more about Texas versus Georgia and Alabama and Oklahoma. Now, let's be honest. You just prefer them to go to Pittsburgh because you have SEC fatigue. But anyways, you know, it's cool for Pittsburgh. I'm not gonna lie. It's cool. It's cool for their Pittsburgh fans to have College Game Day there. You know, that's cool for them. Good for them. But it should be either in Georgia or Alabama. That's just my opinion. I just think that College Game Day should go to the best game of the week. See what the comments are saying. Yeah, it looks like the comments are disagreeing with Matt, but dude, come on. Come on, people just have SEC fatigue. That's why they don't. That's why they agree with this. But anyways, moving on. Alabama is playing with fire. Let's check it out.
All right, we got to talk about Alabama. We're jumping straight into this. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste either. One of the things we're going to talk about is how Alabama, they're playing with fire. And like my grandfather told me growing up, he said, Matthew, you keep playing with that fire, son, eventually you're going to get burnt. I feel like that's going to happen with Alabama. Or don't even feel like. It is inevitable. It's going to happen. Also, too, this has just come across my desk. There's been people talking about this the past few weeks. There was this one play against Ole Miss where I think it was the linebacker for Oklahoma. I can't remember his name or who even it was in the first place, but it looked like he knew exactly what screenplay was coming for Ole Miss, and he annihilated the defender. And there's been people stating that Oklahoma, they've been stealing signs. Ryan Grubb was asked about it earlier today. Here's
what? So there's allegations of Oklahoma stealing signs. But Alabama's taking, Oklahoma's Michigan now? Like, what's going on?
He said, and I quote, "We'll be changing everything. So if Coach Venables is listening, just know that they're all changing. But they do everything within the parameters of the game, though." I said this with the Connor Stallions. Yes, you remember that guy, the Michigan Manifesto man? I said it with him, and my stance on stealing signs has never and will never change. I don't care. Even if the team is stealing signs, I don't care. And here's why. Let me explain. Hear me out. Number one, if you are smart enough, and number two, you are willing enough to go through all the pain and struggle of figuring out the other team's signs, I applaud you. And to me, that's a part of the strategy for the game in any game, not just football, but basketball, baseball, you name it. And one thing I always think about is when people talk about sign stealing in college football was in baseball. I had a buddy, he batted fourth, I batted third. And anytime I got a single or double, I was on second, I would relay the catcher signs over to him if I knew what they were, whether it be in fastball, changeup, curveball. For most teams in middle school and high school at least, fastball was a 1, a changeup was a 2, and curveball, it was a 3, as long as you could figure out what the indicator was. So anytime I was on second, our 4-hitter would be looking at me, and I would have signs to him where I was relaying over the information so the catcher knew that I didn't know what he was doing. For example, if one was a fastball, I didn't look at the hitter and hold up a 1 on my finger. No. I'd tip the bill of my cap or the bill of my helmet. If it was a changeup, I'd rub my sleeve. If it was a curveball, I'd tap the top of my helmet. Moral of the story is, I'm all here for it. I've used it. Instilling signs, to me at least, is a part of the game. Here's another thing I haven't even addressed. It's one thing to know what the team's going to do. It's another thing trying to stop it. At the end of the day, you still got to go out there, put a hat on a hat, put your guys down against their guys, and stop them, even if you know it's coming. Sign stealing's a part of the game. If you're crying about it, I got bad news for you. People have been stealing signs in college football ever since they made the sport up. Just switch your signs. It's not that hard to do. Everybody tweeting at me, Matt, did you know Oklahoma steals signs? Good. I hope they keep doing it. Bravo to them. That's my mini rant on the sign stealing. Let's get into Alabama themselves. They are playing with fire. If you have no idea what I'm talking about the team, more so of the offense. The defense, hold on. Very nice, very nice. Defense has been great these past few games. They're the reason we beat LSU. We only put up 20 in that game. They're the reason we beat South Kakalaki, forced a fumble at the end, and held Sellers to only 22 points, and the offense put them in bad position multiple times. They're the reason we beat Tennessee, flipped the game before halftime, and they're the reason we beat Vanderbilt. Defense has been stellar the second half of the season, or not really the second half, but the middle of the second half of the season. You get what I'm trying to say. The offense, not so much, and here's where we're playing with fire. Ty Simpson. I love you, man. You are the Heisman front runner in my eyes. Him and Mendoza, 1A, 1B. You could even throw Julian Sane in there at 1C if you'd like. It doesn't matter to me. The point is, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. But good googly moogly. Is it an Alabama football game without Simpson having a fumble in the second half? I don't think so. What is up with that? Man, I know the offenses, or the offensive line, better way of saying it, has had some pass protection problems and breakdowns, but they've held up, and that one he had against LSU, that was on him. He can't hold on to the ball that long, and here's the other thing. How come every time he gets sacked, he fumbles? I don't know what that's about. We got to stop doing that. I know it's much easier said than done, but we just can't keep having a second half fumble. It's going to lose us a game. That's how we're playing with fire. Also, here's how we're really playing with fire. Our rushing attack. I said I'm not going to harp on this too much in the reaction video, but I got to bring it up. I didn't know it was this bad. I knew it was bad. I'm glad I saw this. I didn't know it was this bad. This is from Mike Rodak.
Alabama running backs now rank 129th in yards per rush, 3.9 and 134 and first down per rush.
I hope I'm saying his name correct.
5%. My goodness, that is abysmal for a team like Alabama, which in my opinion is running back you. That is abysmal.
I just saw this report on Twitter. I had some people sending it to me. Alabama running backs now rank 129th in yards per rush, 3.9. Do you know how many FBS teams there are? 136. Fellas, we're almost in dang last. 129? Are you kidding me? It'd be different.
That is horrible. For a team like Alabama to have those stats is shocking. And I know Alabama, they're doing good right now, but the running game needs improvement. Like that's unbelievable for a team like Alabama to have those stats. Like Alabama, in my opinion, they're running back you, in my opinion. And that's once again, man, that's shocking. That is abysmal. It needs improvement, obviously.
If we were like 75 or 76, granted, that's bad for Alabama, but 129, we are literally almost dead last. Embarrassing is not the word. It's mind-boggling. It's hard to fathom. But it gets worse. And 134th, or 134th, however you want to say that, in first downs per rush. There's only two worse teams, guys. Yet again, only 136 teams in FBS. We are 2 away from dead last. And in 2 categories, we're close to being dead last. I don't even want to look at the others because I know we're outside the top 100. Here's what Ty Simpson had to say. I feel like we're not very confident that we think we can run the ball very well right now, and it's all mental, really. No, it's not mental. I think even Ryan Grove talked about it. We got a running problem. Our running backs, I'm just calling it for how I see it. This has been the worst running back group we've ever had at Alabama, dating back to, I don't know when, since I've been watching Alabama football. Running backs have been awful this year. Jam Miller has the vision of Cleveland Browns Trent Richardson. Awful vision. And I love Jam Miller. Do you think I enjoy saying bad things about, hey, it's my team? But I got to do what I got to do. I got to say it and call it for how it is. Jam Miller can't run the ball. Zero vision. Zero. I'm tired of seeing him run up the middle, run into defenders, run into his blocker. We got to get him out there. Now, pass protection is a little bit different. He probably is our better pass blocker out of all the running backs, although none of them are great. And out of the backfield, if Daniel Hill's been great out of there, but Miller, he's a really good catcher of the football. I know he dropped one against LSU, but he's been clutch, especially against Georgia. He's been killing Georgia on the wheel routes forever. But we're talking about running the football. We can't do that. Daniel Hill, to me, he's RB1. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The running game has been significantly, and I tweeted this out, significantly better with him in there. Kevin Riley, he's been okay. But outside of that, even when Hill's been in there, I'm not going to act like it's been a night and day different. It's been a little bit, a little bit better. Or I know I said significantly. I'm just talking about the running game as a whole. Daniel Hill, to give you a better perspective, is getting at least 4 to 5 yards per carry, whereas Jam Miller is getting 0 to 1. So it's not like it's been explosive, but it's been a little bit better. I hope that makes sense. But outside of that, blaming the running backs and whatnot, the O-line. They say that you either have a good pass blocking offensive line or good run blocking offensive line. Well, I guess we had to sell our soul to the devil because we are great at pass blocking. Great. Run blocking? No. Can't do it. Can't do it. We get no push. And to me, it's not a mental thing. I don't know what Ty Simpson, well, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to, take up for his guys. No, it is a physical thing. Physicality. We're getting pushed around a little bit. To me, an ace is an ace, a spade is a spade. It's black and white. We can't run the football. It didn't hurt us. It hasn't hurt us the entire season outside of the Florida State game and whatnot. But we didn't lose that game because we couldn't run the ball. We just lost that game because they dominated us in all facets of the game. But eventually down the road against, Oklahoma, who has a top 10 defense, not being able to run the ball is going to hurt us. Against Auburn, hey, don't look now. I'm telling you, this Auburn team's scary. Especially since we play them at Jordan-Hare Stadium. I'm worried about that game. I've been saying that since week 0. I don't care if Auburn's 0-4 billion. If we're playing at Jordan-Hare Stadium, I got a weird feeling in my stomach. I always do, always have. There's witchcraft going on there. And with Auburn having a great rushing defense, it's going to hurt us because we only rely on Ty Simpson. And sure, we may be able to scave our way through, maybe finish 11-1, 10-2 in the regular season, and we'll get into the playoff. But you cannot win a national championship look at these numbers. Ranking 129 in yards per rush. There's no way. We got to be better at running the football. We got to. We're fortunate. We played a discombobulated LSU football team. We're fortunate that South Kakalaki gave the game to us. They played not to lose. When you start playing the Ohio States of the world, the Georgias, the Indianas, the Texas A&Ms, they're going to expose you. LSU, nah, they're not going to expose you. Vanderbilt, no. Kakalaki.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Could the world's greatest fry cook do this? Could the world's greatest fry cook do this?
All right, I'm back. I got food with me. Thanks for the love, Johnny, but the stream's not over yet. All right, back to the video, and I got some food with me. You know, I'll eat my dinner while I watch this video. So, just letting you know.
No, they're not going to expose you. But these great and elite teams will. Bama has to be better at running the football. I can't dumb it down any more than that. I know everybody's quick to blaming the O-line. I'm here to tell you, I've seen bad Alabama offensive lines. Alabama has a good, I'm not going to call them great or even really good. They have a good O-line this year. They do. O-line's giving Simpson plenty of time. I know everybody thinks about the fumbles and whatnot, but he's had a lot of time to throw the ball this year. They've been great in pass protection. To me, you can blame whoever you want. It doesn't matter. It's somebody's fault. I think it's a combination of everything, but it goes back to the running backs. Maybe it is a running back problem. We don't have a great back or even what I label as a good back there. They're all just decent. We got so spoiled as Alabama fans getting accustomed to the Mark Ingrams, the Glenn Coffees, the TJ Yeldons, the Eddie Lacy's, the Trent Richardsons, the list goes on, Najee Harris's of the world. We tend to forget, and we took it for granted, that those are generational talents and phenomenal. I mean, you're talking about great NFL backs outside of Richardson, but great college football running backs. You see what happens when you have average running back play. this happens. What's transpired this entire season? You could make the argument and claim and state, well, Matt, why do we even waste a down run the football? I agree. I say that to myself when we run it, because it's normally for 1 yard, 0 yards, or -1 yard. It's a waste of a down. But at the same time, to help out Ty Simpson and the offensive line, you can't just completely abandon the passing game. You can't the rushing game. You can't. You at least got to keep the defense somewhat honest, because if you just pass the ball every single play, that's not going to be good. So where am I going at with that? By default, we have to run the ball, and since we're going to run the ball, we got to be a little bit better at it. I'm not even asking to be great, but dang, can we crack the top 100? I'm going to end the video off with this, the infamous quote on the channel. When I was a kid, I loved fires. I just love building them, burning stuff, playing with them and whatnot. And my grandfather told me when I was a kid, a young buckaroony, he said, Matthew, son, you keep playing with that fire, you're eventually going to get burnt. And like a kid, I was like, yeah, whatever, Grandpa, whatever. I'm not going to get burnt. And not that day, not that week, not even that month, but many months later, I got burnt, and it was so bad. Here I am 20 years later, still talking about it. That's going to happen to the Crimson Tide. I'm curious. I'm going to know your thoughts down below, but they're over there.
All right. Okay. All right. Alabama, Georgia. I mean, not Georgia. Alabama, Oklahoma.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Said, hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hope all of you having a fabulous and fantastic Tuesday. Hope all of you having a great start to your week. Hope all of you staying warm. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, we got Alabama. Versus the Oklahoma Sooners. Boomer Sooner. For those of you who don't know, I've been saying this for years on the channel. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. The Oklahoma fan base, I admire them and respect them so much. They are my favorite fan base in all the nation. There's a bunch of them I like. I like the Tennessee fans, very passionate. I like the Alabama fans. But Oklahoma, #1 for me. They've been nothing but great to me on my channel. So anytime I talk to them, I try to pay my respect. Shout out to the Oklahoma fan base. And let me see in the comment section, so interactive on the channel. I just really, and I mean really appreciate you guys. Oh man, this is going to be an exciting matchup. The college football rankings come out tonight. I anticipate Oklahoma should be either 9 or 10 or 11, something like that. Probably going to be a top 10 matchup. We got two of the best teams, not just in the SEC, but in the nation, going at it in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Bryant-Denny Stadium. For those of you that don't know, Alabama has the longest home winning streak in the nation because Washington lost this year. And some other, Georgia lost this year. Alabama did that one. Whew. It's going to be a great game. As we know, hey, I haven't forgot about it. Alabama fans haven't forgot about it. Kalen DeBoer hasn't. This Alabama team and program hasn't. They've already been talking about it. We didn't just lose last year. We got humiliated on national television at night, primetime game. It was the game that actually knocked us out of the playoffs. We lost to one of the worst quarterbacks in the SEC, Jackson Arnold.
Dude, how did they lose that game, man? How did Alabama lose that game? I know it was at night in Oklahoma, in Norman, Oklahoma. But dude, how did they lose that game looking back on it? Like, that Oklahoma team was terrible last season, dude. So bad. And Alabama just lost to them, man.
Put up a measly, let me say this again, measly 3 points. A 3-burger. Shaking my head. It was embarrassing, man. And yeah, you could say, well, we only gave up 24. I'm here to tell you right now, our defense couldn't get a stop. We got fortunate in Oklahoma. I think they missed a field goal early on. They fumbled one. We couldn't get a stop on defense. We couldn't stop the run. But that was the story of last year. We couldn't stop the run. This year, though, it's a completely different matchup. Alabama's way better than what they were last year. Got a different quarterback. The offense is much improved. We still can't run the ball. I'm sure we'll talk about that in this video because you can't talk about Alabama without talking about the atrocious run game because it does go hand in hand. For those of you who don't know, Oklahoma has one of the best rushing defenses in the nation. I saw something funny today on Twitter this morning when I woke up. An Alabama account tweeted out, does it really matter if Oklahoma has the best rush defense in the SEC or top two? It's them and Auburn. They're 1A, 1B if we can't run the ball anyways. And yeah, come to think about it, it doesn't matter. Alabama can't run on anybody, so it doesn't matter if Oklahoma has the best rush defense. We'll get to all that in just a second. Getting back to the preview, talking about what happened last year. Couldn't move the ball. Really, see, you got to be a ball knower to even remember this. Alabama scored 10. They took away. I still don't understand. There's no point of talking about it because it didn't have any outcome or effect on the game. Ryan Williams caught a touchdown pass. There was some, I don't even know what you'd call it, fake flag thrown. It took away 10, so... Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah, I remember that. It should have been a catch from what I can remember.
He scored one touchdown, but it was embarrassing. Long story short, I don't even want to talk about it too much. There's nothing to really be said. Jackson Arnold, he had the game of his life, and that was a good win for Oklahoma. I believe that was senior night for them, but here we are. Let's talk about this year's game. There's many places you could start with this. First things first, which John Mateer are we going to see? John Mateer has been great at times this year. Heck, the first 3 to 4 weeks of the season, he was the Heisman frontrunner. I think even Nick Saban was vouching for him, saying, oh yeah, he's number one for me. Well, now he's nowhere to be found in the Heisman category. He's a walking turnover. Everybody talks about DJ Uiagalelei as a walking turnover, but so is old John Mateer. I can't remember. Actually, let me pull it up in live time. I think he has, is it 7 interceptions this year? I don't know about the fumbles. Let me pull it up. Hold on, I got it right here. Yeah, 8 touchdowns. Yeah, bad.
Oh my goodness. 8 touchdown passes and 7 interceptions. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That's not great.
Stat line, 8 tutties to only 7 interceptions to the air. Not good. No wonder he fell out of the Heisman race as fast as he did. As we know, recently they beat Tennessee. That was a good win in Neyland Stadium. They lost to Ole Miss at home, and they also lost to Texas. In both of those games, ironically enough, Mateer was not good. Hence, they lost. And it's kind of corny and cliche to say this, but if Mateer plays good/great, Oklahoma, they have a great shot to win this game. If he plays like he did against Texas and Ole Miss, it's probably not going to be close. Mateer, it goes not being said, he's the biggest X factor in this game. I can't even label Ty Simpson as an X factor because you know what you're going to get out of him. He only has 1 interception on the season. You're going to get good/great quarterback play out of Simpson, especially at home at the 2:30 game. Nothing to worry about there if you're a Bama fan. But Oklahoma, oh yeah, you got to be worrying about and stressing about Mateer and praying before the game. Like, come on, man, can we get a good one out of you? Can you not turn the ball over? Just pulled up the line for this game. I see Alabama is favored by 6.5 points, so we'll say a touchdown. I would say that's about right. Alabama, though, let's talk about them a little bit. They've been, I don't want to say struggling. I feel like that's doing a disservice to it because the defense has been stellar. The defense won the game against LSU. They won the game against South Carolina. They won the game against Tennessee, and they won the game against Missouri at the end and Vanderbilt. Heck, the last 5 games, the defense is the main reason. If you got to ask me, Alabama has went 5-0 in the 5-game stretch. Well, now here we are. We're playing Oklahoma. And Oklahoma has, I would say, a slightly better defense than Alabama. I know some Bama fans may take that as disrespect, but it's more of a testimony of how good I think the Oklahoma defense is. They are unreal. They fly to the ball. Here's a fun fact for you. Oklahoma ranks 4th, not in the SEC, but nationally in yards per rush. They only allow 2.5 yards per carry. When you combine that with Alabama having one of the worst rushing attacks in the nation, and no, I'm not exaggerating it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Alabama ranks 129th out of 136 teams in yards per carry. They are literally almost in dead last. It doesn't spell out a recipe for success for the Crimson Tide in the running game. I'm not a genius. I don't claim to be, but good googly moogly. You do not got to be a rocket scientist to put 2 and 2 together and come to this executive conclusion that Alabama is not going to have a great night running the football. They haven't had a great night running the football the entire season. So why would that lead me to believe or guess they're going to have a good night against Oklahoma? When I'm previewing and predicting these games, my job is to make the best educated guess possible because that's all it is. It is a guess. And it wouldn't be smart to say, oh, yeah, Alabama is going to have 200 rushing yards in Oklahoma. Wouldn't be smart. Could it happen theoretically? Yes, but I ain't going to predict that. Now that we've addressed the elephant in the room, we can all agree Alabama, they're not going to have success running the ball. So how are they going to win this game? Two ways. Number one, the defense has got to keep doing what they've done up until this point. And number two, Ty Simpson, the offense, they got to put up points. I don't think you're going to hold Oklahoma to under, I'd say, 17. I really want you to think about this. Against LSU, Alabama only put up 20. Against South Kakalaki, they had 14 with about 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They ended up with 29. Against Tennessee, the defense made a heck of a play, turned that one around. Against Missouri, they put up 27. And against Vanderbilt, before that last-second touchdown, they put up 23. Why am I sharing that with you? Because, yeah, Ty Simpson, he's been great, but the offense hasn't been, I think, as explosive and just outright dominant as some people have perceived it to be. It's been good at times, but it's also been bad at times. They've stalled out. You know, when they're hot, they're hot. When they're cold, they're cold. Against South Kakalaki, what they have? Three and outs in a row? That can't happen against Oklahoma. I'm not going to harp on this too much, but the Ty Simpson fumbles, he has got to stop doing that. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of fumbles, I'm glad I brought that up. There's some idiot, and yes, you're an idiot, in the comment section of the recent video where we talked about Alabama, and I can't even, look, there's people liking this comment, which means they agree with him. He stated, Ty Simpson has 2 fumbles in 119 games. Get your facts straight with 10 exclamation points. Doing all that screaming, my brother, just to be wrong. This is what I'm talking about. The bad part about it is it got 17 likes, so there's people that agree with this, and you're all wrong. If you have no idea why this guy wrote this comment, it's because he's referring to, I said Ty Simpson has a fumbling problem. He's fumbled 4 times already, and he said he's only fumbled 2 times. Buddy, what are you talking about? You get your facts straight, buddy. I'll even run over it real quick. He fumbled on the opening possession in the second half against Missouri. He fumbled against Tennessee on what some people thought was a pass. They ruled it as a fumble. Against South Carolina, same thing. And against LSU, he did that. 4 fumbles in 4 straight games. Good try, I guess, but getting back on track.
You know what's funny? I remember when Lenore Sellers last season, he had that ball security issue. You know, he has been fumbling the ball this year, but last year, I remember he was fumbling the ball, you know, several times. You know, it just, excuse me, it has nothing, well, somewhat has something to do with it, but I just wanted to bring it up. But yeah, Ty Simpson, he's got to take care of the ball.
For the game itself, Ty Simpson, he's got to stop having the disastrous turnover he has every single game because the defense has bailed him out. But against Oklahoma, John Mateer and that offense, they're good enough to make you pay for it. Here's what spells out good news for Alabama and bad news for Oklahoma. Bama leads the SEC, and they're top in the nation, in turnover difference. They don't turn over the ball a lot, even with the Simpson fumbles, and they force a bunch of turnovers. And like we talked about a little bit earlier, Mateer has been prone to having some interceptions, and they come in bulk. For Alabama, it wouldn't even concern me if they got down 10-0, 14-0, or even 17-0 in this game, because Ty Simpson, he's shown it all throughout the year. He can be resilient. He can push the ball down the field, but at the same time, he can take care of it. With Oklahoma and John Mateer, it does concern me. If they start up behind, they get down, I'm not going to say 7-0, but we'll say 10-0, 14-0, 13-0, something like that. That's when Mateer struggles. You saw it against Texas. When Mateer has to throw the ball down the field, that is when he starts trying to hit the home run play, and it's just turns into a disaster. We've seen it already. I fully expect Mateer to have 1 turnover in this game, bare minimum, whether that be an interception or a fumble. I think this will be a good game, and y'all know my 3 check marks. When I think it's going to be good or a close game, we go over and talk about. Number 1, which quarterback do I trust more in this game? Obviously, it's Ty Simpson, so check mark to Alabama. Number 2, which head coach do I trust more in this game? Ooh. Well, since Mr. Kalen DeBoer has not lost to Alabama, which is crazy in its own right, at home,
that is true. Guy leading towards DeBoer.
I can't pick Brent Venables in this game, so check mark goes to Kalen DeBoer. That's 2 out of 3. And which team do I trust more in this game? At home? Especially Alabama. So all 3 of those check marks are going to the Crimson Tide. Sure, Alabama has slightly played down their competition past couple of weeks, but you also got to bring up Alabama notoriously plays up to her competition as well. I think them boys will be ready to go. It is also, I haven't really harped on this as much as I should have in this video, a revenge game. They already got their lick back against Tennessee, and I guess you could call it the revenge tour at this point because they smell the blood in the water. I don't want to get into this too much, but if Alabama wins this game, this definitely plays into it a ton if it wasn't already a big enough game itself. they clinch a berth in the SEC championship. There are some tiebreaker scenarios where it wouldn't happen, but there's like a 90% chance if they win, they're getting in the chip, even with the loss to Auburn. I'm taking Alabama in this game. I don't expect it to be high scoring. I'd be beyond shocked if a team got into the 40s. I think it's going to be around the 20s area. I'll take Alabama in this game 27 to Oklahoma's 17. Many more things.
All right. Look, I'll get my prediction out the way. I do think Alabama should win this game, especially at home. They should be able to win. But I'm not expecting it to be a shootout. Because you know, Oklahoma's quarterback, John Mateer, ever since he had that injury, he hasn't been the same. He has thrown several interceptions. This season he's had 7 interceptions this season, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, if John Mateer, if he has a good game, then Alabama might be in trouble. They might be in trouble. But Alabama's defense, I do think they'll shut down the Oklahoma, John Mateer and the Oklahoma offense. Well, probably not shut down, but they probably won't score as much. And Alabama, dude, they might as well not run the ball at all because their run game is terrible. Like, it's so bad. Like, instead of starting Jam Miller at running back, they have to start Hill, Danny Hill. I think that's his name. Yeah, they got to start him instead. Like Jam Miller, he did not play well against LSU. He was barely gaining any yards out there, man. It was bad. It was bad. But anyways, I'm leaning towards Alabama to win. I trust them more. I trust Ty Simpson to have a good game. Got to go with Alabama. All right. Georgia, Texas, let's go.
White Randy on Tuesday. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a fantastic and fabulous Tuesday. Hope all of you having a great start to your week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, it is time for the Georgia Bulldogs. Clap it up. Clap it up to the Georgia Bulldogs. They can't be beat unless they play Alabama versus the Texas Longhorns. One of the more interesting teams in all of college football this year. Got extremely fortunate they didn't lose 2 games back-to-back against Mississippi State. And who was the other one? Oh, yeah, Kentucky. But they walked out of there with a win. They got that championship DNA. And Georgia, you can say the same thing about them. Both of these guys, both of these teams, a better way to say it, a better way to put it, they've been showing nothing but pure resiliency all season long. And I admire that. I respect it because that's what winners do. They find a way to win when they don't have their best performance or their best showing, and they have done that up until this point. But something's got to give this weekend because the 2 teams in the SEC that have been walking on the thinnest of thinnest ice the most, they play each other. Texas does have 2 losses. Only 1 conference loss, though. Their other one being the season opener against the best team in the nation, the Louisville State, the other one to Florida. Georgia, they have 1 loss, like we talked about, to Alabama. Here's the kicker with this. This isn't an elimination game. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I do want to throw it in there while I'm thinking about it. This is not an elimination game for Texas because even if you lose this one at Athens, Georgia, not that big of a deal because guess what? They still play Texas A&M. You can lose this one, beat A&M, 9-3. That's probably going to be good enough to get you in this 12-team playoff if you got to ask me because that win over A&M is going to be really impressive. That's going to be a top 5 team. We'll talk more about that down the road. However, if you don't want to leave it up to the committee nerds and you want a safe bet, just win out. I know much easier said than done, right? Win out, 10-2, you're getting in. As far as it goes for the game itself, we saw what happened last year. Georgia walked into Austin, Texas like it was nothing and spanked you around for 4 quarters. Yes, that's right. You heard me correct. They spanked you around. It was embarrassing. And by the way, the fans for Texas, they embarrassed themselves when they were throwing all that crap on the field. Don't even get me started on that. Yes, Georgia and Timmy. Now at Miami, they got the best of you last year, but it's 2 different teams. You don't even have Quinn Ewers anymore, and I think that's bad news for Texas because he was a much better quarterback than Arch Manning, with all due respect to Arch. However, Arch has been progressing a little bit. He's looked much better than he did at the beginning of the season. I think we can all agree on that. I would tread lightly if I'm a Georgia fan because I think most of your casual fans have just watched Texas struggle this entire season. You're like, oh, yeah, Georgia's going to win this game easily. Arch Manning's not that good. Yada, 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 end of the conversation. But just like Lee Corso says,
not so fast,
my friend. I don't think it's quite that simple. Any Georgia fan that actually knows football, you know this is going to be a dogfight. And no pun intended when I say that. The reason I believe it's going to be a dogfight is because, guess what? Texas, sure, they've been a little shaky this entire season. They've been a little discombobulated. But they have the dudes. They have the dogs, whatever you want to call them, a.k.a. 4- and 5-star recruits to match up with Georgia. Most teams out here don't have that, and you better believe Texas is going to be fired up to win this game. They've been playing like their backs are against the wall ever since the Florida game. They refuse to lose. Arch Manning has a point to prove. You see him before the games. He's fired up. He hears everyone hating on him. He hears Matt be great in the man cave eating cheesy puffs talking down about him. He wants to prove everyone wrong, and I don't blame him. Texas is going to be ready, but here's what these games come down to when you get 2 heavyweights going at it. Execution. Nothing more and nothing less. Bearing some disastrous turnovers from Arch Manning, Texas, or even on the flip side of it, Gunnar Stockton in Georgia, it's going to come down to, at max, well, we'll say at least 5 plays, max 10 plays. That's it. Who's going to execute better? That's the word of this video. Execute, execute, and execute. I want y'all to pay attention to this as well. In games like this, it's not always the team that has the most home run plays that wins the game. It's a team that can avoid the disastrous plays, the negative plays, stuff like that. Let me ask you a question. Who has had more of those this year? Gunnar Stockton in the Georgia offense or Arch Manning in the Texas offense? It's been Arch Manning. Speaking of Gunnar Stockton, I'm tired of the disrespect. When are we going to start talking about him as not just one of the best quarterbacks in all college football, but put him in the Heisman conversation? What are we doing? The guy is quietly second in the nation in QBR. He's almost had a 9.
Wow. Over 2,000 passing yards, 15 tutties, and only two interceptions.
That is insane.
Dude's balling.
It'd be different if he was doing it in the Group of 5 or the ACC or even the Big 12. He's doing this in the SEC, the best conference in America. The guy's lighting up defenses, and heck, if his wide receiver, I'm drawing a blank on who it was, maybe it was a tight end, catches one up the seam against Alabama, Georgia probably walks away and wins that game. But since Georgia lost to Alabama, everybody just wrote off Gunnar Stockton, I guess, and we can't even talk about him in the Heisman conversation. Doesn't make any sense to me. In my Heisman, I guess you'd call it list, the MBG Heisman list, I got him in the top 5 easily. Everybody talks about Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson, Julian Sayin. Did you forget about Gunnar Stockton? Turn on the tape. Watch the film. It's hard to argue that anybody's had a better season than him up to this point, even Ty Simpson and Mendoza. On the flip side of it, our other prestigious quarterback in this matchup, Arch Manning, no introduction needed. You know who he is. I've ragged on him a ton this year. As of recent, I'll give him a ton of credit. But this is what feels like the put up or shut up game, the make or break game. You go out here and ball out, you're going to gain a new respect from me and everybody else. You go out here and lay an egg, yeah, it's not going to be a good look. He will be held to the fire, rightfully so. Arch Manning's not a true freshman. He's been there a while. These are the games as a Texas Longhorn quarterback. You got to go out there, and I'm not saying you got to win, because if you put up 40, you did your job. But you got to go out there and have a good performance. There's just no way around it. No way, because we know Gunnar Stockton, he's going to play just fine. I haven't even looked at the line for this game. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, got it right here. Georgia, similar to Alabama, is a 6.5-point favorite. That's identical to Bama. This is a night game in Athens, Georgia. One of the most hostile environments in all the nation. Unless Alabama's playing Georgia, then we know that's a free win. Anytime Alabama plays Georgia, it's like a free spot on the bingo card, but I digress. I am worried about Texas. And I got to go back to this. It's Arch Manning. He is the X factor. Plays great, you got a chance. If he just plays decent, you don't got a chance. Don't even get me started if he plays bad. You'll get blown out of the water, and it'll be embarrassing. Georgia beat you by 30 like it's nothing. Heck, it felt like they beat you by 30 last year, and that was at your place. This time, you got to go to Athens, Georgia at night. Kirby Smart's pissed off, too. We got to talk about that. He's already lost one home night game this year. He don't want to make it a second. I'm actually shocked to see that Texas is only a 6.5-point dog. I thought it'd be around 11 or 12. I guess Vegas knows something we don't, but I'd say right now, I do not trust Arch Manning. I don't. Way too inconsistent. He's either been great this year or he's been dog water. No in-betweens. But here's where things get interesting. When you think of Georgia, historically speaking, you think of great defenses. Arch Manning and Texas are going to struggle to run the ball, put up points. But that's not the case this year. Georgia does not have, I'm not going to say, I can't say they don't have a good defense, but it's not that great or elite defense. They're just, on a scale of 1 to 10, again, about a 6, 6.5 on a good day. They're not average and they're not good. They're slightly above average. They definitely have some holes and you can exploit them. Well, I don't think Arch Manning and Texas are going to struggle to put up points. I think they'll get into the 20s, but here's the problem. Sure, Georgia's defense hasn't been all too hot this year, but their offense is made up for it. They got one of the best offenses in the nation. I don't know how Texas is going to slow down Gunnar Stockton in Georgia. I see Georgia easily getting in the 30s. At the end of the day, here's what it comes down to for me. I have a hard time picking a team that not only have they been inconsistent themselves on both sides of the ball, but their quarterback has been inconsistent, especially on the road. You know my 3 check marks, let's go over them. Which quarterback do I trust more in this game? Gunnar Stockton.
Gunnar.
Which head coach do I trust more in this game? Duh.
Kirby
Smart. And which team do I trust more in this game? Georgia.
Them
They got all 3
dogs.
check marks, therefore I got to roll with the dogs. I'll take Georgia in this one. 31 to Texas. I'll give him 20. 31-20. I like that score.
All right, man. Look, Arch Manning, in this game against Georgia, he has to step up. He has to. In order to at least make it really competitive, Arch Manning has to step up. If he doesn't, then Texas is obviously cooked because it's going to be extremely hard to stop Georgia, especially their offense. Like Georgia's offense, dude, Gunnar Stockton, he is underrated quarterback. He is underrated. He's been balling out this season. He's had 15 passing touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. He's doing that in the SEC, which, in my opinion, is the best conference in the country, and he's just been so impressive. But now a lot of people are talking about that because they lost to Alabama, but they should be. They should be. Man, sorry. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I have to go with Georgia. I have to go with Georgia. You just in this game, you just cannot pick against Georgia in this game. Georgia has the better offense in my opinion. Defense, well, actually, I take that back about Texas offense not scoring as much. I take that back. Georgia's defense it isn't the best, you know. I actually think this game will be close. I think it will be close because that defense, Georgia's defense isn't that great, and Georgia's known for having a great defense, but it's not. Georgia's defense hasn't been that great this year, but Georgia, even if they don't play well, they'll always find a way to win. So I have to go with them dogs. All right. Let's get on Twitter. Look at a couple of tweets. Okay, this might be copyright. I don't think I'm able to react to this. But anyways, let's check this out. Breaking college football playoff rankings. I saw them like 2 hours ago. So Ohio State's number 1, not a surprise. Indiana number 2, not a surprise. A&M number 3, not a surprise. No problems. I don't really have a problem with that. Bama at 4, okay. Georgia at 5, okay. Tech at 6. Over Ole Miss, I don't know. Well, who did Texas Tech? Oh well, never mind. They beat BYU. Who else did they beat? Who else did they beat? Texas Tech. Okay, so obviously they beat BYU, which is a ranked team. Oh, and they beat Utah too. Okay, actually, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with Texas Tech being above Ole Miss. They actually beat some solid teams. Ole Miss, they beat Oklahoma. That's pretty much it. And Oregon above Notre Dame. I don't really agree with that. Notre Dame, I think they should be above Oregon because to be honest, I haven't been too impressed with Oregon. Yeah, they beat Iowa away from home, which is, playing away from home at night isn't the easiest thing, but Notre Dame and Texas, and maybe Texas should probably be ahead of Oregon because I just haven't been too impressed with Oregon lately. Just have not been too impressed. And Oklahoma 11, BYU at 12. I don't have a massive problem. I don't have a problem with that. Utah at 13. Vandy at 14. Maybe Vandy should be above them, honestly. Maybe, but it's whatever. Miami at 15th, Tech at 16th, Georgia Tech. USC, hey, you know what? USC, they could probably sneak in. They could probably get into the playoffs this year. They haven't looked that bad. Like USC could get into the playoffs. Don't be surprised if them Trojans can get in the playoffs. Don't be surprised. They're a pretty solid team. Not gonna lie. Like Jaden Mayava, he's good. He is good, man. I would not be surprised if them Trojans make it to the playoffs. Okay, Michigan at 18th, Virginia at 19th, and Louisville at 20th. They both lost recently. They probably shouldn't be ranked at all, but anyways. Iowa at 21, Pitt at 22, Tennessee at 23, UCF at 24, and Cincinnati at 25. And that's the rankings. Got a few disagreements, but other than that, there's not like a massive problem. It's not too bad of a list. Not too bad a ranking. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree that Utah should be above Vandy. Like Vandy, they have a better resume than Utah. Like I don't even know who did Utah beat. I don't know. I think Vandy's better than Utah. And honestly, I think they're better than BYU, but I understand why BYU's ahead of Vandy, but in my personally in my list, I would have Vanderbilt above Utah and BYU. That's just my opinion. But moving on. All right, man. Marlon Barris's top footballer in Delaware. All right, what you gonna do, Marlon? Yeah, we gotta put the skull cap on. Gotta put the scully on. It's on correct. Gotta twist it a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, let's see.
Oh my God!
All right, let's start all over. All right, there we go.
Oh my
Okay, he takes the ball. Okay, why is he wearing a gorilla costume? Okay. Oh! Man, look at Marlon, man. So inspirational. So inspirational, man. Look at Marlon.
Come on, Rock, Rock. She's so damn bad.
All right, so Islam Makhachev is asked who he wants to fight after JDM. All right, Aiden's asking him who he wants to fight after JDM.
In welterweight. Someone wanted to ask.
After Jack?
Yeah, after.
Okay, I can barely hear it.
In welterweight. Someone wanted to ask.
After Jack?
Yeah, after Jack.
After Jack, I think.
Bilal?
All right, man. Don't look past JDM, and I'm pretty sure he's not looking past JDM.
No, Bilal. Kamaru? Kamaru Usman. He had like most title defense in welterweight. Now he's in good position. Which number he? I don't know.
I mean, you know, him versus Kamaru Usman would be a fun fight if he beats JDM. That would be a fun fight, but Usman, he's only beaten Buckley. That's the only top contender he's beaten. Before he lost to Buckley, he was on like a massive losing streak. But anyways, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Okay, we already seen Islam. What's up, physique? Okay, a man walked around and told all these women the same line. They felt special and was thankful and smiled.
Just want to let you know at all
right, man, we got some joy bait content.
Just want to let you know at all the women I've seen today, you are the most beautiful one. Have a good day.
Yeah, she looks good though. I'm not gonna lie. She looks good.
You are the most beautiful one. Have a good day. Excuse me. I just want to let you know, out of all the women I've seen today, you are the most beautiful one. Have a good day. Out of all the women I've seen today, you are the most beautiful one.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, have a good day. I just want to let you know, out of all the women I've seen today.
Okay, she looks good. Yeah, she's attractive too.
You are the most beautiful one.
Thank you.
Have
so
a good
much.
day.
I appreciate
Out of all the women I've seen today, you're the most beautiful one.
What is he in SMU? SMU campus, I'm assuming, because I saw the Mustangs logo. He's probably in SMU.
You're the most beautiful one. Have a good day. I just wanted to let you know, out of all the women I've seen today, you are the most beautiful one.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Out of all the women I've seen today, you are the most beautiful one.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Have a good day. I just wanted to let you know, out of all the women I've seen today, you are the most beautiful one. Have a good day. I just want to let you.
You know what? Actually, what if one of those chicks just walk up to him and say, "Hey, you said the same thing to me." Imagine if that happens. That would be funny. But anyways, man, that was a nice wholesome video. Okay, I don't think I'm able to watch this. I'm on YouTube. All right, Nina Lynn speaks out. Well, I don't even want to watch the clip. I don't know why I bookmarked this. Wait, whoa, what's going on here? Darren Till and Tate beefing? Whoa! Oh, okay. Whoa. All right, Andrew Tate says he was in negotiations to fight Darren Till, but he started tweeting some weird gay stuff and it fell apart.
Is there a possibility next year we could see you and Darren Till?
I'm going to get this fight out of the way first. Darren's someone who I like. I've always thought he was funny. I've always been a fan of his. I think he's a cool guy. I've watched his UFC career. I think he's very talented. I've always really liked Darren. And then obviously they talked about me fighting on Misfits, and then he popped up and wanted to fight. And I totally understand why, because I'm the most money. I get it. He started tweeting some really weird shit. I mean, I don't know. It was his attempt to get the fight was pretty gay. But he knows that too. It's fine.
And, you know, Andrew Tate, he's always using gay as an insult.
He's a nice guy. And if he wins his next fights and I win my next fights, it could certainly happen in the future.
You know, that would be a fun fight. Tate versus Till in a boxing match. That would be fun. All right, so basically he crapped himself because he knows I blast his jaw into oblivion. That's not even gay. That's proper. Okay. Keep quiet, mate. You're getting black eyes from absolute bums out here. You'll never be a top G around people like me. You'll always be the prey. Because at the end of the day, you're just a little crypto nerd like the rest of the crypto nerds. I'm an effing killer. Don't ever forget. Okay, all right. That was probably risky just to show that, but I didn't say it. So I think we're good. Okay. All right. So apparently
said something.
Okay. So apparently there's been some streamer drama going on. Senna in your age situation is bad. All right, man. What's going on? What's going on with Rage?
Bad about me as a rumor, and that he had never met me, so his understanding of me was what this person had said.
Agent, you know, she farming clips and all, farming that parasocial relationship, whatever the case may be. And I hear that, I'm overly like, oh, I'm so good.
People keep asking, why'd you get involved? Brother, I was a victim.
Senna never came out and said Jalan's name.
Recently, Senna and Your Rage have been going through some of the weirdest drama I've seen on the internet this month. And it's only super weird because it has gotten so far removed from Your Rage and Senna to the point we have other streamers like Connie Rosie, Scum TK, and someone named Soul all coming in and contributing because of a snake that was in the streamer industry. And genuinely gets pretty muddy in between with a bunch of clips, tweets, and all other things in between. But I don't want to yap too much, so I want to start from the very beginning with the clip that started all of this, that being Senna talking about someone talking bad about her to Your Rage on her Sisathon.
Have you ever had another creator wrong you, and explain how, if so?
Unfortunately, I found out recently. Actually, this was talked about on stream. So how I initially found out was on stream. I can talk about it. Recently, I can talk about it, the Pokemon Marathon. Rage came to me, and he talked to me and said that when he first met me, he didn't like me. And I was really intrigued, because I was like, that's so weird. Like, I thought he was joking. It kind of hurt my feelings when he told me, because I'm trying to be friends with people all the time. Like, I love meeting new people. And it confused me, because I was like, I've never done anything to this person to make them not like me. He told me that somebody had gone to him and said something bad about me as a rumor, and that he had never met me, so his understanding of me was what this person had said. And so Rage said this on stream. He said within literally a day of meeting me, he realized something wasn't right about what this person said. And he was instantly like, hold on, there's got to be something else at play here because Senna is not like this, what she's being described as.
Not talking about your Rage or Senna here, but it is very apparent that people are fake in the streaming industry, well, in content creation in general, but being fake to this degree on a person you've never actually met and only heard rumors about through clips on Twitter is pretty insane, especially if you're going to talk about them as if they're facts and not just random clip pages or even people like me promoting this stuff as drama to gain views and traction. This one-off conversation didn't seem like it was going to spark that much off of Senna talking about it, because as he mentioned even in that clip, this conversation happened on stream before already during a Pokemon marathon with her agent, Extra Emily, and Your Rage. But once you talked about it on the Sisathon, that clip went to Twitter and was pumping out millions of views, with other people even reposting it, eventually having others comment on it, causing it to gain even more traction, with people all sharing in on their stories of this supposed person that Senna was talking about. Some people are just so off. A few years ago, I had someone who kept spreading rumors and telling other big creators about how I was a weirdo. The word came back to me and it made it so awkward because some of these people met me for the first time side-eyeing me. That person who spread those rumors was so nice to my face, I was put off and just blocked them on everything. The fact that I don't even know you and we both victims of the same person, I feel for you. I'm sorry it happened to you too. I'm just finding out they talked about everyone. I hope y'all realize there are women in this industry that will try to get other successful women actively black by saying like this. I hope they get exposed because things like this tarnish reputations. Jealousy is so lame.
Yeah, that's some snake stuff right there, dude.
Some people really just let their jealousy and insecurities drive them, willing to tear others down to build themselves up. Unfortunately for them, moving like that leaves cracks and you eventually come tumbling down. It's 100% the girl y'all think it is, by the way. Understand that overall the streaming industry is pretty fake and content creation in general. You would hope all as women streamers that you would be able to get together, collab, because y'all face the same discrimination, y'all go through the same traumas and the trials and tribulations that mess up y'all's careers or at least hinder it in the exact.
Hey, I know this might be a little corny to say, but as Drake always says, well, Drake says in his song, in his song, no friends in the industry.
Same way, so uplifting people would be the better thing to do than tarnishing people down, even people you don't know. It just makes it very odd, and the fact that all this is coming out just showing that no matter how bad you are, how long you try to hide it for, eventually somebody or even a group of people are going to come out and say something. Through all these tweets, y'all might notice that while at the end it says 100% the girl y'all think it is, no names were mentioned, at least in the tweets that I showed y'all, but a bunch of people were actually calling out who this person could be, and many people were pointing to the streamer named Jalon, someone who has collabed and been a part of the WL community for a good minute. But if you've never heard of her, you probably know about the 50 dates in 50 states that Agent 000 did, and the girl that he did it with happened to be Jalon. With a bunch of people throwing subliminals at her, creators, randoms on Twitter alike, and some people adding her directly or just outright saying her name, obviously Jalon was gonna eventually respond and say something, where she apparently responded in some leaked Instagram DMs along with her Discord.
Alright, this was her response though. Thank you for those of you who let me know about the clips and gross narratives being spun on Twitter. I'm totally fine. Randoms on the internet are convinced of anything and it's nothing new. I was planning on streaming Dispatch from start to finish this week, so that's what my next stream will be. I'll be in the no access if you guys need me. From this, I don't even know if this is legit or not. First thing first. So far I moved from this stuff, but Parasocial just think it's easy to point to me because we both did stuff with Agent. I don't hang out or talk to that group of streamers, and I literally was pushing Rena in Josh's chat. It's just so tired, and people just have their minds made up. So part of me.
Okay, so parasocial stuff. Okay.
He doesn't think it's worth saying anything, but also I do want to stand up for myself on basis of accusations.
Now again, in most of the tweets I showed y'all, no one was adding her directly, but they were being pretty subliminal, liking tweets that were talking about Jalon, retweeting tweets that might mention Jalon, basically pointing the finger more and more at her, so it don't make sense that you would come on the internet and try to defend yourself in case these accusations are fake. Now, at the end of the day, from what I've shown y'all so far, y'all don't really have a say to know if it's her or not. Y'all just know a snowball effect happened because Senna made a one-off comment on her her stream. And speaking of Senna, after seeing all this stuff go down, because this all happened in one day after that tweet hit 1 million views, she even got back on the internet to say she doesn't want any parts of what's going on right now, because it's snowballing into a whole bigger thing that's involving people that didn't even say anything, because this is supposed to be between Senna and something that happened with Your Rage. And I haven't even shown y'all any clips of Your Rage yet, and this is how bad it's already getting.
I'm not gonna lie, I can say this casually, I don't really care. Chat, I don't really want to be involved. Rage talked about what I talked about 3 other times before I've ever brought it up. That was the first time I ever really talked about it, and I don't care enough to be involved in like publicly dogpiling, if that makes sense. I talked about it for a game because it's my experience. It's not a big deal, and I just don't want to be involved. I'm good. Like I don't want to do that, if that makes sense. I feel like, but to clarify, because I saw somebody, they're like, oh, we shouldn't have even talked about it. But like, Rage had told that story 3 times publicly. That wasn't new when I talked about it. I just repeated what we learned about in Hawaii, and that is what it is.
While Senna unfortunately initiated this drama and decided to opt out of it, other people were not on the same standing. And just to give Senna some bail, I understand why she didn't feel like this clip was going to blow up. There is a whole video on YouTube of her and Your Rage already talking about the situation with Agent. There are multiple clips of Your Rage talking about the situation during Hawaii before he even went and did a collab with Senna. So it makes sense in her eyes, hey, I'm just playing a game, I'm going to answer a question and talk about something that we've already discussed and have full-length YouTube videos on, and it just snowballed into something that got a lot worse. And the people that are joining in, outside of people that might be retweeting, liking subliminals to a certain person, I understand people coming out and just sharing their experience. Oh, I see this relatable thing, let me talk about my experience with it too, but not putting any names to it. And honestly, there's no real issues with that. It's just the fact that once people start pointing fingers at each other, now people are getting attacked, not only online, maybe even behind scenes, and it just causes them to have to defend themselves. And apparently one of these people that wanted to come out and speak about their experience with said person was Connie Rosie, when she went on her stream and did an entire segment breaking down some of the stuff that was going on.
People keep asking, why'd you get involved? Brother, I was a victim. Not just me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have enough fingers on me. Whatever they do, whether it's private or publicly, it's gonna hit them like a truck. And I'm not joking when I say that. It was like, it's a very interesting behavior because I cut them off rather quickly. They didn't last anything more than like, what, 5 months? They made me sound like a villain in a situation where it didn't make any sense. Because I was just minding my own business, but they talked to me about it and I told them, I was like, well, that's not how it was. But then they still went behind my back and talked to another person. And then they told them, well, I don't think I like her anymore. But guess what? She was still talking to me. She was still, hey, how's it going? You know, to my face. Very fake behavior. She felt the need to talk about other creators in a not so positive light. And when you're kind of put in that position where she can't really help herself, not validate their experience, but not also dismiss it, if that makes sense, you know? But the experience is what they experience, right? But it seemed like they almost always had an issue with someone.
Now, even Connie Rosie in her response didn't say any particular names. She made it very clear she wasn't going to say any names, and apparently already brought this story up in the past before. But after having other people like Senna and people retweeting and talking about it, she wanted to bring this experience to light too, which again is just adding fuel to the fire that people are assuming it's Jalon, because that's the one person's name you're going to get spammed in people's chats. Even in her chat, you might see the name get spammed in other people when they speak about it. So it's just adding fuel onto the fire. To make matters even worse, so another streamer who was associated with Your Rage decided to speak out about the situation as well on Marcus King's stream, saying that she was heard things about Senna well before even meeting her too.
Like, I've heard stuff about Senna. Before I even met Senna, this person talked down about her. And I don't want to say what was said because it's just like, it's more personal and it's like, you know what I mean? Right. But it's just not at all what like Senna's character actually is. Just like in my interaction with her, like I don't know her like super personally, but every interaction I've had with her, like she's so nice, like so nice. She really is so nice.
Getting exposed on the internet is nothing new, and people coming out explaining their experience with said person is again nothing new at all. The thing that makes this situation very different though is this is all just cryptic this, cryptic that, cryptic tweets that don't have someone's name, even people on stream having these experiences and just allowing people to speculate, knowing the main person that people are going to point the finger at. And apparently someone had an issue with that, being Scum TK, who was a friend of Jalon's and ended up wanting to defend her because it seemed like no one else was.
I keep saying her name. I have no issues with Senna. I've had 5.
Hey, you know what? He used to be on Aiden Ross E-Dates. I think I remember him. Yeah, he used to be on Aiden Ross's E-Dates. Yeah, I remember him.
conversations with her. I met her a couple times. She seems like great people. Cool. Senna never came out and said Jalan's name. But a few individuals decided to take this opportunity to sprinkle hate on my dog and make it seem like that's who they talking about. Did any other people involved in the actual situation come out here and say, oh, it was them? No. But niggas took that, decided, yeah, I could gas up and make niggas send hate to somebody who minds their business for the sake of what? Some likes and retweets? No, I'm cool off it. I'm cool off it, bro. I'm cool off it. I'm not, listen, bro. No, that don't slide with me, bro. It don't, bro. Everybody's speculating and then you want to gas this up.
That's why throughout this entire video,
okay,
everybody
off topic, but is he a Bears fan?
Everybody's speculating and then you want to gas this up.
That's why throughout this entire video, I've been saying people have been retweeting, people have been liking, and much people have been commenting that it's Jalan. And I even showed y'all a response that Jalan made, but at no point in time have y'all seen a clip from Senna saying it was Jalan. At no point in time have y'all even seen a Your Rage clip yet because he doesn't enter until the very end. So I can understand why TK, someone who's friends
not going to lie, I don't even know who Jalan is.
with Jalan would be upset that a bunch of people are coming on this hype train, multiple people that are not as popular as the streamers that are being talked about, and getting a chance to try and see this as a clouded opportunity. Don't get me wrong, and if it's just not her, then it would be very simple to say it's not her. And keeping it ambiguous is just adding more fuel to her fire, to the point where she hasn't even streamed. That clip I showed y'all, where it was a Discord message where she said she was going to stream, did not even happen because of how much hate and how much stuff has been going on. TK wasn't finished either. In his response to Connie and other people in general, he talked about how they do the exact same thing they are accusing Jalan of, and how they are just jumping on this hype train purely for views, likes, and attention, and don't even truly care about the situation at hand.
Connie, bro, I have screenshots of you talking crazy about niggas. I promise you. Like, don't do this, bro. I have screenshots of the same, like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, real, I looked at them and I'm like, yo, it gets crazy wicked when everybody want to act like one person bad, but y'all not all doing the same. Like, all of y'all do this. And it blows me. Because why are we acting like we're in high school? Too much shade not standing behind on business, bro. If you don't somebody, just say it. Just come out and say it. Like, why are we playing it peaceful? Like, what are we doing? It don't make no sense, bro. Like, it don't make no sense. I wouldn't think it was you or whoever, bro. Listen, it has nothing to do with me, bro. That's just what it is. This is some loser clickbait niggas is using to get some likes and interactions on social media. But you still get off and have to look yourself in the mirror and realize you're whack. Like, what? I'm calling y'all out for your fuckery. When I name drop, I want you to say something to me. Tell me I'm capping. Tell me I'm lying.
A lot of people I've seen that respond to TK's crash out was saying he's doing too much, he's feeding into the drama unnecessarily. But if your friend is being slandered for no real reason and you don't see them defending yourself, it makes sense that you as a streamer who also gets on the internet, also sees everything, and is also probably going to get asked how you feel about it, is going to crash out and talk about how you feel differently from what people are actually saying. I truly do get it. And while again, nobody is showing any proof to validate that Jalan isn't saying these things, at the same time, no one is showing proof that Jalan is actually doing these things either. And TK is just trying to come out here and defend her name, and that makes sense again to me as someone who is your friend. But what makes it all worse is, again, people were just being subliminal. No one was saying any actual names, especially the people that were mainly involved, Your Rage and Senna. And once it devolved into people like Connie Rosie talking about it, they still were not saying any actual names until TK called them out. And now all of a sudden, everybody is happy to talk about these names and say the exact people that they are beefing with and the exact people in these actual situations. That's what happened once TK was crashing out on a stream and Connie decided to hop on and say her piece while he was still going on monologuing about what he thought about what was going on.
Yeah, I understand. Like I said, I understand he wants to defend Jalan. I completely understand. But listen, you can call me a liar all you fucking want. You cannot dismiss the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fucking people that they've spoken terribly about. It wasn't a filter thing. He keeps saying, oh, it's, you don't like Jalan because she asked you about a filter thing. No. One of the main reasons why I strongly disliked this person was because it wasn't the things that were happening to me. Mine were very subtle, so I cut it off very quickly. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, another reason behind it. It was more so I split up with this person because they just never had anything positive to talk about. Almost every single time. If they weren't talking about themselves, they were talking about other people. And I'm telling you this right now, it's not any positive light. It was really bad to the point where I almost unfollowed Soul, as corny as it might sound. Yes, she said so much about Soul to the point where I was like, damn. It's like, damn, we were talking shit on her.
Now, obviously, I'm cutting these streams up because there's a lot being said. Like, that stream I just showed you right there was like 6 hours long. I'm not sitting here for 6 hours. But Connie actually describes a story that...
Yeah, imagine watching that for 6 hours straight.
she had, bringing
that would be
Jalon
crazy.
onto a Discord call with multiple other people and actually confronting her about the lies that she was spreading, trying to get to the bottom of everything that was being said, because all of these things were not coincidences. She was actually saying a bunch of bad things, not only about Connie, but about other people, as she claims, and just wanted to confront her to get to the bottom of everything that was going on, because this was overall destroying a bunch of friendships / relationships with people.
And we decided to make a Discord call privately, so we can finally get one line of truth and not just, hey, I heard this, I heard this, I heard this, I heard that. The way TK says it sounds a lot more cruel. It's like, wow, you 1v5'd someone in like Discord. Like, they could have just left. You know what I mean? Like, they're not obligated to be in there, but they're kind of like, now they have to, because they have to take that accountability privately, right? And if you're kind of like not ashamed to talk smack on so many people like behind their backs, why are you ashamed now? So things got very emotional very quickly in that call. He keeps saying, oh, well, Soul responded very fucked up. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Soul's reaction was valid. We keep talking about how everyone's reacting, but we're not asking ourselves, why are the people reacting the way they are? Why is it just more than one person? Why is it 2 people? Why is it 3 people? And it's funny because nobody has name dropped a single thing, but suddenly it's like I said, if the shoe fucking fits, it was gonna come out whether I liked it or not. And they keep bringing up this conversation. Oh, why did you bring up the story now? Bullshit. I brought the story up like several different times throughout my entire streaming career for the past fucking year.
Now, at the end of the day, all the stuff that you're hearing, even with that story right there, is just he said, she said, back and forth, Discord calls, opportunities.
Yeah, basically, this is just all. So far, this is just all he said, she said this or she said that. That's basically what it is.
Where people weren't recording, where people aren't showing screenshots, but now at this point are actually name dropping. And in all reality, while people are again still pointing the finger at Jalon, and even people coming out with exact claims saying, yes, this person right here is the reason why all this happened, there's no real proof or evidence behind it. And even after this altercation with Connie explaining this entire story, she still went back and forth with TK for a little bit, which didn't really end up anywhere, and just had more people speculating what was going on, hoping that they can get more to the story. Because at the end of the day, the 2 people who are mainly involved, that being Senna and Your Rage, weren't really saying much. It was just TK, Connie, and some affiliates. So once Your Rage said that he was going to spark up stream, people were waiting and anticipating, hoping that he can get more insight onto everything that was going on as a whole.
The reason why I'm even involved in this shit, like I said before, at one point, okay, when I say hate, I just didn't care for her. I didn't care for the girl, bro. Senna, okay? I didn't give a fuck. I didn't really know who she was. At the time, I was like, yo, who the fuck is that? Because niggas were talking about her. Niggas, not a guy, not a girl, niggas. We're talking about her. I was like, who's that? And they were like, oh, new girl, that agent, you know, she farming clips and all this shit, farming that parasocial, relationship, whatever the case may be. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm cool. At the time, I hear girl content, get the fuck away from me, gang, right? I'm ignorant of the fact I'm not watching no fucking stream. You dig what I'm saying? Another person makes it aware to me or tells me, oh yeah, like she hears the same thing too. She's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she's talking to someone at the time. She might be talking to someone at the time. She might have a nigga or something, like an ex or something. I'm pretty sure you feel me? She might be, you dig what I'm saying? I don't know though. I hear that, I'm overly like, oh, hell no. I'm so good. You know what I'm saying? Farming and what I'm cool. Comes to find out, it's just clip pages. It's really just clip pages. Oh, damn. Because at this time, this is when the clip overly farming shit, the clip pages are starting to go crazy. It is kind of like new. You dig what I'm saying? I'm realizing, wait, this shit out of context, half this shit. This shit is cat. What the fuck? Then I'm slowly getting to know Senna. And I'm like, bro, no, she just Senna. That's just Senna, bro. She just, and if there is some shit that looks farmable, she dead ass is oblivious. She's not trying to do nothing. And I go back, I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. She not like those with niggas. She not like those. She dead ass normal. I dead. She cool as fuck. She's cool. And that's when I said niggas called me I said niggas, not no girl. Niggas called me a simp and shit like that. And you feel me? And the other person, whatever. I don't even know what happened with them. I don't know. That was it though.
After basically going through everything, the reactions from the people that were mainly involved, the fact that clip went viral because Senna was talking about her experience, but the people just wanted to explain their experience as well, it truly makes you wonder if any of this needed to be the way that it is. And a lot of people are mainly putting their finger at Connie, Rosie. So when other people that gamed up on Jalon, saying that they are basically clout chasers because the main people, Your Rage, even in his own stream, Senna in her past streams and the other times he mentioned this before, never said anybody's name, and at no point in time really came out and gave a real description of who this person could be. But once they started talking about it, once more people like Scum TK or anybody associated in the YRG community came on to talk about it more and more people kept on dogpiling on the hate train that is Jalon. And as someone who knows drama sells, as I run a drama channel, it does give clout chaser energy. Only with that fact being not on Cinna's end or your Rage's end, because again, they've already said these stories. They have not given any type of hint to who these people can be. It's the fact that people are liking, quote tweeting, and basically pushing people to the correct answer of who this person is, and then allowing people to dogpile on them. That is pretty weird. If you want to come on and say your piece and just leave it at that, that would be completely fine. And it seems like some of the stuff has definitely been affecting the offline nature. Because I was gonna say it's better to just keep this stuff offline in general, but I guess even that's an issue. As Cinna was recently on stream talking about how that person might come online to say some things that will contradict or make her seem like she's lying, and she just wants them to know that that is not going to happen.
Most of my stuff I just handle like behind the scenes, because like I said, the story's already public, so it wasn't a big deal. So I've been messaging people back and forth and handling it.
Man, she looked tired.
The way I need to. But I did say, you know, the one thing I'm not gonna be is, you know, I didn't make it up. I'm gonna leave it at that. I didn't make it up and it was done to me, and I'm not gonna be treated like I made it up. So, you know, I'll just leave it at that. You know, I messaged that person privately, but I already said to them, and they know, I will not be made to look like I made that shit up, because that shit's gonna get me tilted. And that's not, I feel like that's not fair to me, because I feel like I've been very fair. So if I need to not be fair, then I'll not be fair. I don't wanna have to do that, but if I have to do that, I have to do it, because I feel like that's not fair. But it should be handled. Hopefully.
And go to bed, Cinna. No.
Now, I do cover unemployed news, and honestly, this entire situation after finishing this whole video seems like the most high schooler level drama I've ever covered on my channel. Not saying a lot, especially for me, but overall, anybody that might send hate to Cinna, that might send hate to your Rage for this entire situation, I feel like that's pretty unnecessary. Certain people that are going out looking like they are clout chasing, or certain people that are actively enforcing hating on somebody with no real evidence out, I feel like is weird. If this person did actually do these things, trust me, they're gonna face their consequences, and you will see it plainly, not only in their interactions with people, but as your career evolves overall. You can't just be a bad person to a bunch of people and not expect any sort of consequences, especially in this industry where people love to collab, love to get together, and are definitely going to share information about each other. It genuinely is sad to see in this industry that people can't just be serious with one another and act like normal human beings and have to be so fake. But at the end of the day, that's just what it's like in everyday life, and it's genuinely sad that it's playing out all over the internet for us, me, you, your mom, dad, dog included, to judge it, when it could just be easily settled behind the scenes so that no one has to know or dogpile or hate pile on anybody. But at the end of the day, that is just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do would be the comment section.
All right, man, that's basically some he said, she said, and some snake stuff going on. But anyways, no friends in the industry. All right. All right, I gotta go ahead and end it. Unfortunately, I can't stream for a long time today. Well, I did stream earlier, but I'm just saying I have to end it. Thank you for tapping in, and have a good night.